But yeah, that's right. It's Project Eden's Garden. I'm so dried out. My body is such a withered husk now from waiting for the final update for Your Turn to Die. I've resorted to an ultimatum. Finding a different one to get, like, absorbed into. So we might as well check it out. We're gonna have a good time. I think we're gonna go normal, probably. And see how that treats us. It's just gonna make you care about different guys, you realize this? Yes? And it's also an excuse for me to to find any reason not to work on All Bets Are... No, actually, All Bets Are Off has been going pretty well recently. I will say. I've been working on All Bets Are Off in the background a lot recently. It's been going pretty well. I can't joke about not working on it anymore. I think there's one character in particular you're going to go and say it. We'll see! We'll see! Life has no real meaning. We exist just by chance, born to a planet that didn't want us to begin with. It's up to the best of humanity to give the world a purpose. People like me. Those who shine brighter than the others, who have an influence on our greater society. Ultimates. We're known as Ultimates. Yes, of course, Rubbish. This is not affiliated with Danganronpa. This is just this is its own thing. This is its own thing. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ultimate titles are awarded to exceptionally talented high school and college students. Doctors who can cure the incurable, engineers who build machines to improve millions of lives. The most influential politicians, the most creative architects. But most importantly, people who do not have any eyes whatsoever. They just got, like, just a nose and a mouth. That's all they need. You see? These are the people who deserve lifelong recognition, who define what it means to be a true ultimate.
I, Damon Maitsu, am the ultimate debater.
Oh yeah, Ollie, I know the artist. I used to follow them. They're really good at mimicking art styles. It's like, it's kind of nutso.
A prodigy among prodigies, someone who simply can't be outmatched. I hold on to my title dearly, because it defines me. It's who I am.
I might need to turn it up just a little.
It gives me my purpose.
There we go.
Among a
That
sea
should
of
probably be a
mediocrity,
good balance.
I am a shining example of talent. And now, there's a school worthy of me.
To Mr. Diamond Matsu, the ultimate debater. Congratulations! For your contributions as an ultimate, we cordially invite you to attend Eden's Garden Academy, a specialized college for academic-based talents. Rubbish, you mean Blue Sky, right? Nobody's going on Twitter anymore. At our unique academy, you will not only develop a tighter grasp on your respective skill set, but you and the other ultimate students who receive this invitation will gain an ever-important proficiency at leadership, communication, and persuasion. In an age where anyone can be called ultimate, we hope you will join us and assume your rightful place as the true face of talent. Please keep the contents of this invitation, as well as the attached registration materials, strictly confidential. The integrity of our program is built on the foundation of privacy. It's only been a few months. It's understandable. I've shaken it off entirely. The only reason I go back to Twitter now is because CyberConnect 2 has not, like, made the jump yet, and I need to keep up on Fuga news. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just completely logged out. Just not even there anymore. Eden's Garden Academy, an ultimate academy for true ultimates. It was built in partnership with the Ultimate Talent Program, a government institution that has awarded ultimate titles to people for almost the last century. Anyway, the artist for this game is younger than me, and that makes me feel some kind of, like, inferiority. So, like, I'm not gonna dwell on that, you know? But, like, jeez. I'm struggling to, like, keep my motivation with my art here. You don't apply for the UTP schools. They scout for their students, which is how I found myself receiving a letter from Eden's Garden Academy. It looks to be an amazing school, immaculate architecture, incredible workspaces, and access to resources beyond resources. Beyond anything I've ever seen. Everything about the school is perfect. It's truly worthy of being called ultimate. In my 18 years of living, I have accomplished more than most people could even dream of. Within this random and chaotic existence, it feels like I was destined to be great. After what seemed like hours of waiting, the train arrived before me. It wasn't as nice looking as I expected, at least not for a school of this caliber, but it was undeniably the one. With luggage in one hand and a pamphlet in the other, I boarded the train. This is the start of my new life, the start of an even greater career. For the first time in my life, I'll finally be among people as great as me.
Huh?
Huh?
Look! Someone else is here.
Look at all these funny little fellers. Buddy, put your tits away.
Huh?
Sorry.
Someone else?
I had a moment.
Hey, welcome to the Eden's Club. Well, it's more accurate to say Eden's Garden Academy's Club, but Eden's Club just has more of a ring to it, don't you think?
In front of me, spread out across the train carriage, was a group of strange-looking people. A girl with pink hair, some guy in a wolf costume, one guy in a weird beanie staring intensely at me. So Hiyori? What the hell? Are these creepy people really attending the same academy as me? Apathetic to my situation, the train continued from its halt. Looks like I'm stuck here for now. I guess I should find some place to sit.
Hey, you! New guy!
Huh? What up?
Over here!
I'm sorry, like the Danganronpa, like, sprite art style kind of jump scared me here, and it made me realize, oh yeah! This is on stream. I'm doing a game like this on stream again. This is where we're at. Hello? Can you hear me? I seem to have caught the attention of one of the other passengers.
What now?
What do you want?
What if...
Cool. So, I was wondering something. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can ask an employee. I'm honestly not in the mood. Sure. Frowning and drooping his head, he walked away.
Howdy.
Excuse me, but you don't happen to know where the final stop is, do you? A girl's voice suddenly chimed in from behind me. Do people just leave me alone for 5 minutes?
No.
Not a clue, but you can try looking for... Oh, hello. What? Think I have COVID? The words got caught in my throat when I turned to look at her. This woman had to be twice my size. Hmm? Is something wrong? Don't fret, darling. I'll just see who else is around. With a small wave, she walked away. The people here just keep getting weirder and weirder. I really hope none of them are in my class. I gotta say, I'm actually a huge fan of the fact that our protagonist is a bit of an asshole. You don't get many of those. Not wanting to be bothered any further, I quickly found myself a seat by the window. The situation was nothing like I expected, but at least the view from the train was nice. I think it's especially refreshing because, like, all the Danganronpa protagonists are just like, they're just soft boys. They're just like unproblematic, just nice guys. This guy's just like, leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. And I kind of just find that really funny. He's just a little guy. the little bitch that everyone hates. Yeah. It's like if you played Danganronpa as Byakuya Togami, and I kind of fuck with that concept. Situation was nothing like I expected, but at least the view from the train was nice. Mountains framed by a deep blue sky, crystal clear rivers that sparkled like jewels in the sunlight. It couldn't be a more radical departure from home. Scenery continued to pass, time flying by with it. The chatter from the others on the train eventually softened, leaving just me and the rolling mountains. Sniff. Nearby, a woman in professional attire turned her nose up to the air and started sniffing. After a moment, the expression on her face turned stone cold serious.
Something is wrong.
The air doesn't smell right.
Oi!
Huh? The air?
Look.
I smell something too.
Excuse me.
Could you describe it? The character designs are very on point, I will say. Like, They got that Danganronpa vibe, but they're also, like, very much their own thing, and it's very, like... They're a lot more coordinated, I think. They feel a lot less messy, I guess, is the thing. Which is not to say that, like, Danganronpa's designs are messy in a bad way. They're, like, chaotic, I guess. These are less chaotic, I would say, design-wise. A bit more controlled, I guess. Kinda chemically. It's almost like it's coming from...
What about...
that bag over there. She pointed to a travel bag at the opposite end of the car.
Well, shoot.
Oh, shoot. You mean this one right next to me?
Let me think.
I don't smell anything funky. Well, that's probably because of the helmet.
Pardon me.
Larry? Larry from Pokemon Scarlet Violet? Is that you? Is that your bag?
Not a chance.
Nope, it was already here when I got on the train.
Weird.
That's weird. There's no name tag or anything. After inspecting the outside of the bag, he began fiddling with its lock. Pop.
Great!
Cool, you got it open. That wasn't the lock.
Huh?
Huh? Are you okay? Yeah, bro, I'm all good. I just feel kinda... Oh. Yeah, they got the Ace Attorney song in here. The one that goes...
Christ almighty!
That's not the voice I expected you to have, but you know what, we'll rock.
Shit.
Did he just pass out? Oh my god, you totally are so. That's crazy. From the same end of the car, the guy who had been staring at me earlier. I'm not feeling so good either.
Hang on.
What did you say? What the? The people are dropping like flies.
Holy!
Oh crap. Someone get help.
Real?
Let me try to alert the conductor or whatever. Ran over to a door that connected to the adjacent car. Also, part of me was like feeling this out and I was like, is it just me or are there more characters than there should be? But then I also realized it's been 5 years since I played a Danganronpa, and every other visual novel game I've played has had like 12 or below in terms of the main cast. So that's why it feels like there's more than there should be.
Oh,
It's not opening. Why isn't it opening?
Stand back.
Dude, I just did not expect you to have this voice. I'm sorry, it fits, but I'm like, I want to try my hand at it. Can you step aside for a second? Like, this Castlevania-looking motherfucker with his titties out. He yanked at the door, but rattle, rattle.
Bad news.
Damn, the car is locked up as tight as a prison.
the grass.
Huh? I left to take a piss like an hour ago. Let me try something else. The big man rolled his shoulders and threw himself against the door with all his might. He groaned and stepped back, revealing he hadn't even left a mark on the door. What? That did nothing? There's another boy who's fallen. A girl, too. Why is everyone passing out?
Damn it.
Shit. Maybe it's got something to do with the bag that we... Huh? The air around me had grown thick with a strange pungent smell. I could taste it, feel it sting my eyes. Oh god, no, don't. As a futile plea left my lips, I felt my strength trail away with it. The world flickered around me, and then... there was nothing. Woo! We're in it. Let's get going. Also, I will say, I do really like that the UI is like... The UI is heavily V3, which is good. I think, for my money, I think V3 has the best UI of the trilogy. What is that humming noise? It sounded almost like an air conditioner. But if it's an aircon, why am I so warm? I weakly opened my eyes. Above me was a concrete ceiling. A concrete ceiling? My body's so heavy, but I had to get on my feet. I had to see where I was. Ooh. Huh? It's a girl. Could it be that she's... No, she's still breathing. She's asleep. just like I was. Kneeling down to her level, I reached out my hand to shake her. Hey, can you hear me? No response. Like, for Virtue's last reward. I completely shut that bit out from my brain. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot that I did that until you just said it just now. The Zero Escape streams are like top tier. I want to re-grasp that level of like batshittery that I was on. Bringing my face closer to hers, I repeated the question. Hey, can you hear me? Why isn't she waking up? Damn it. Do I actually have to... Oh, holy... Her eyes snapped open, causing me to jump back.
Hello.
VR loading screens asshole feels some kind of way. Thing is, I don't even know if those were loading screens. I think they just did that. I think that was an artistic choice. I was just testing you.
Huh?
Testing me? To see what you would do. It's not every day you find a body on the floor.
That's...
So you were awake that whole time?
Correct.
I woke up before you, yes. She just let me sleep?
Anyways.
How long was I out for?
Not sure.
I don't know. I didn't wake up that long ago. When I first came to, I was also startled to see a stranger.
You see?
One can never know if they're in the presence of a friend or foe.
Hmm.
Which is why I needed to see for myself just how much I could trust you. By lying on the floor and making herself vulnerable? Jesus, she makes no sense. As an excuse to break off the conversation, I started to look around the room. There's definitely some kind of boiler room, but there didn't seem to be a light switch anywhere. The only light came from a vent far back in the room. Ew, I'm in this game somewhere, I think. Ooh. Looking at my close surroundings, I was standing on a platform with stairs that led down to the rest of the room. Lower floor was mildly flooded. I'd say the water reached a little above my ankles. It was a place that had clearly been abandoned for a long time. Even with all the strange things around me, my gaze kept returning to this girl. There's something about her that seemed almost familiar. Wait, that's it! He was on that train I boarded. Hey, we've met before. On that train? Yeah. Things turned upside down not long after you arrived. Strange smell started to come from that travel bag, and then everything turned to black.
Right.
Right. Just what the hell was that?
Listen to me.
I think it was a chemical agent. The bag must have been equipped with a gas bomb or something. Someone clearly wanted to knock us out. Sounds like she's been thinking hard about it. Maybe that's why it took her so long to wake me
I
up.
see.
Sure, I was thinking the same, but whose bag was it? Why'd they want to knock us out? Why aren't we on the train anymore? Where are we?
Look at this.
Considering our surroundings, some sort of boiler room. As she raised a hand to push up her glasses, something large and metallic on her wrist caught my eye. Looked vaguely like a watch?
Eh?
Hey, what's that on your hand?
Well,
You tell me. It appears you have one as well.
Huh?
Huh? At those words, I looked down at my hand.
What the?
Sure enough, I was wearing the same device. It had been fitted tightly around my wrist, but it felt like I was wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. So is this like the Virtue's Last Reward wrist things, and it's gonna
Damn
have
it.
like the colors? And the no. It would be cool if this had zero escape elements, but I'm gonna like shoot that hope in the head right now, because why would it? Hey, I'm not wearing this. As I grabbed a hold of the device and pulled, a tiny surge of electricity ran through my wrist.
how humiliating.
Sorry, I should have warned you. If you try taking it off, it shocks you. Thanks for the heads up. Shit, what's going on here? Why am I wearing this weird shock collar thing? Who put this on me?
Look.
You can touch the screen,
Eh?
though. See? Like this. She tapped the face of the device. It slowly lit up and displayed a holographic image. Oh, so like a
Correct.
watch. It's just projecting a blank screen for some reason.
So,
Either way, it seems like we're stuck with this device for the time being.
moving on.
While you're standing there, the least you can do is give me your name. We didn't have much of a meeting on the train anyway. Damon Maitsu, Ultimate Debater. I'm a student at Eden's Garden Academy.
Interesting.
How interesting.
Eh?
What is?
Hmm?
Thank you for telling me more than I asked for.
As for myself, you may call me Eva Tsunaka.
It's nice to meet you. I'm sure it is. The pain from the shock was finally subsiding. It's as good a time as any to get a better grasp of this room. Maybe there's something in here that can explain the flooding, or even better, that annoying mechanical noise. Welcome to Project Eden's Garden. A lot has happened already. I'm sure you're eager to investigate. But there are some things you should get acquainted with first. To access the trinket, or as Damon so colloquially put it, the watch, simply press the F1 key. To view past dialogue, press F2. And to access observation mode, press the Enter key. Press Enter again to exit this mode. When use WAS to pan around the room. If you ever need to revisit this information, check out the control panel. Just one F3 key away. That's all for now. Go forth and explore. Yay! I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I was doing that voice. I'm sorry. Generator. There's a generator under the vent. Is this what's making the mechanical noise? Seeing in the water put me a bit on edge. I was thinking of checking out the window above it, but now I'm not so sure. Boxes. There might be something useful in this pile of dusty boxes. Light bulbs, duct tape, a bunch of screws. Nope. Nothing but junk. Anything else to observe? Doesn't seem it. Unless... Yeah, no, it's just... Oh, I could observe the little camera up there, I guess.
Hello.
What is it? Nothing. I'm glad we have two natural born conversationalists in here. Let me go. Let me observe this camera. Staring at me from the corner of the room is an expensive-looking security camera. And it's been recently installed. Seemed better suited for a vault than a crappy boiler room.
Interesting.
You noticed that camera too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really out of place. Do you think someone's watching us through it? Doesn't look like it's turned on, so I doubt it. I see. Perhaps it's for the best. What do you mean? If someone is watching us, it's possible they're the same person who put these wrist straps on us. G makes a decent point. That seemed to be it. This room's too run down for me to investigate anything else. The scathing duo. Yeah, see? This is why I put someone like Mai as the protagonist for All Bets Are Off, because, like, I just... I always prefer, like, Chatterbox protagonists. They're fun to write for. But also, Damon, again, has an energy that I still quite enjoy. What a prick. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Eva approach the pile of boxes and fish out a light bulb. Then, without hesitation, flop, she chucked it into the water. What are you doing? All of a sudden, she jumped off the platform we were standing on and into the water. Seriously, what the hell are you doing?
Can't you see?
Exploring. You not worried about the generator? Look at the light bulb I threw into the water. Notice how it isn't flashing? That means the water isn't conductive. Fair enough. I guess she's not worried about getting her shoes wet either. Okay, just give me a second. I took off my socks and shoes and quickly rolled up my pants. Trying to hide my discomfort behind a cool face, I descended the stairs into the murky water. The mechanical noise was even louder now. Sounded like it was coming from the direction of the vent.
See.
Yep, definitely must be a generator. Lucky the water isn't conducted. Those exposed wires would be bad news otherwise.
Interesting.
For just a small generator, it sounds like it's running a lot of power. It's surprising how this noise alone wasn't enough to wake us up. Whatever knocked us out on the train must have been pretty strong. Anyway, that explained the whirring noise. I wonder where all the power's going to. High up on the wall was a vent. What could be on the other side? You want to look through that? Yeah, I do.
Listen to me.
Alright, I have an idea, but it'll take some physical effort. Like what?
Well,
Like getting on my shoulders.
Seriously?
I'm not doing that. If you get on my shoulders, it'll give you a boost and you can look through the window.
Fair.
But shouldn't I be the one giving you a boost? I don't think you could handle it. Saying that, she stooped in front of the generator and motioned for
I'm
me to come
talking.
over. Make sure to tuck your feet behind my back. Wade over to Eva and awkwardly position myself on her shoulders.
Are you sure you can do this?
I'm fine. Just look through the window already.
All right.
Well, do you see anything? Yeah, another vent. Room just beyond it. Can't see what's inside the room, though. Both these vents are in the way. Taking a closer look at the boiler room vents, I noticed there were hinges bolted to the upper corners. Does this mean the vent can be opened? Wrapping my fingers around the grate in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could. Hey, I got it open! Can you see better now? Although the second vent still obstructed a lot of the room, I was able to make out the legs and tables of chairs. They were pretty fancy looking. It's the floor of some fancy room. We must be in a building with multiple levels. Weird that this vent opens up into another room instead of outside. Just beyond the chairs, in the very corner of the room, there was something peeking out. A person's legs? Looks like multiple people's legs from where I'm sitting, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I felt my chest tighten. Is he also passed out? Hello? Can you hear me? No response. Damn it. There's gotta be a way inside this room. Eva, you let me down? There's someone in there?
I
think it's a guy. He's lying on the floor and I'm pretty sure he's passed out. He might know something we don't. If we're not there when he wakes up, we might lose him.
So,
The room's on the level above ours, you said? Right, which means there must be stairs somewhere.
focus.
I have to find them. To leave an area, press the R key. I'll confirm the choice with you just in case you get any second thoughts. Boing. Are you sure you want to leave? Yeah, pretty certain. Brrr. I love the horror stings in the music. It's very... and they're really going for it. As soon as I was out of the water, I threw on my socks and shoes and ran straight to the door. On leaving the room, I was greeted with an equally derelict hallway. This whole thing has, like... like, why'd we wake up in, like, a Resident Evil location? The walls and floor were an old matted color with nothing else to them. No wall decor, no windows, no life whatsoever. I say this, and yet, very similar location for All Bets Are Off, but I've already said too much. I'm back in the fucking building again. However, there was one thing that stood out. At the very end of the hallway, where the corridor took a sharp turn, was what looked to be sunlight hitting the wall. I mean, there's an exit right around the corner?
hang on.
Don't go running off without me. Huh? I've inspected the rooms in this hallway, so you can just ignore them. When did you do that?
See?
While you were asleep. You weren't waking up, despite my best efforts, so I decided to investigate on my own. You know, your best efforts?
So,
Poking you in the face, dragging you by the feet. I even bridal carried you at one point. Not sure I can believe
listen
that.
to me.
Anyway, I haven't checked what's upstairs. I didn't walk too far from where you were lying.
Come again?
You didn't think to get help?
No.
You were obviously breathing.
Really?
That doesn't answer the question. You only started to wake up after I returned from my search. How's that get in the way of finding help? Well, she didn't want to leave me here alone? I can't figure her out at all.
Moving on.
This floor didn't turn up anything useful, by the way. The rooms were just a bunch of storage closets, completely dilapidated, filled with random stuff. That was the case for every room.
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, you can check for yourself. As my great-grandmother's brother's friend motivational calendar once said, you can't progress if you don't have the will to move. Please use the WAS to walk. Since you're in a hurry, hold down shift to sprint. Last but not least, proceed with caution. You never know what could be hiding around the corner. I don't know why I'm doing the little Tom voice for for tutorial Tom, but it kind of fits, you know. I think it's funny. Is it loading? It's loading. Okay, sick. The upper floor was in a lot better condition than the one below, but that wasn't saying much. Water stains covered some parts of the walls and ceiling. I can only guess a pipe had broken and started leaking. Didn't seem to be any mold at the very least.
So,
The room with the unconscious man should be above and adjacent to that boiler room. That means it must be on the other side of this hallway,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah, given we walked away from the boiler room to get here. Alright, let's investigate. Ooh. Ah! What are you doing over here?
You see,
The room with the unconscious man should be above and adjacent to the boiler room. On the other side of this hallway. Okay. Boop. God, it's so big. Inspired paintings, I must say. Boop. I can just investigate every door, though, is the thing. Rattle, rattle. Let's worry about that later. We need to find the room the man is in. If this is it. You think we were above and adjacent to the boiler room? No, I don't. Let's move on. I could just click every door and just see if any of them open. I think that'd be funny. You never know, chat. One of them could open that I'm not supposed to be in yet.
That's...
Whatever. I'll get closer to you since you're probably closer to where it is. You're mauled by wild tigers, yeah.
That...
Maybe you do have to open them all, I don't know. Yep, sorry, I'm just gonna phase right through you. I'm Danny Phantom in this bitch.
That...
Blip, 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 blip. It's on the opposite side. I'm having fun. Okay, I'm walking past the doors, whatevs. Blip. Gotta be over here then. Whoop. Oh, this is a big important door. I'm gonna guess this must be the room. Taking a deep breath, I pushed open the large doors. Ooh. Wow. It's a pretty stylish looking place. A lot better maintained than the rest of the building. Okay, the vent should probably be... Yeah! Huh? Before I had a chance to react, the woman drove her fist directly into the side of my head. I probably deserve that. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
Damn it.
Shit, why'd you just hit me? I'm not gonna embrace a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. So your instinct is to attack everything you see? Hey, I've already spared one guy in a suit. I'm not letting my guard down a second time. A guy in a suit? Hey, Larry. How is you? How's your face? Eh?
Hello.
This guy. The outfit he's wearing.
so
We've met before, haven't we?
Curious.
I was about to say, I recall seeing your faces on the train. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the two of you were standing next to each other. You guys know each other? Not at all. We only formally met a few minutes ago. Oh.
Anyways,
Well, you were still knocked out by that sleeping gas stuff, right?
Soybean.
Don't remind me, soybean.
come again.
What?
Ugh.
Yeah, that's right. I said it. You're a soybean, just like this loser next to me. I disagree, but we should focus on what happened on the train. I don't know what the fuck happened, but one second I was on the train, the next was surrounded by total darkness.
Ugh.
This place was like a solitary confinement chamber. I was gonna suffocate in there. What are you talking about?
See that?
See that pantry over there? Yeah? Turns out the door was unlocked. You were inside that pantry? When she kicked open the door, I nearly jumped out of my skin. What the hell were you doing while she was in there? Waking up. Eh?
Ugh.
Unfair. I got stuffed in some tiny pantry while this guy had the entire floor to himself. Whoever's responsible for this must have been jealous of my talent. I don't believe how many jealous bastards turn violent in this industry. Industry?
Hey?
What's with the dumb face? You know who I am, right? Was I supposed to? Uncultured swine.
My name's Grace Madison, Ultimate Golfer. Don't forget it, Soybean.
Oh, there are the title cards. I was curious why Eva didn't get one, but she didn't tell us her talent, so like, I guess that makes sense. Ultimate golfer, of course. two of you were on that train, that means you're ultimates as well. What about you? Can you tell me your ultimate talent?
I'm Wolfgang Akere, the ultimate lawyer. Here's
Bro's
my-
named Wolfgang. Bro jumped forward in time from the 16th century. Also, ultimate lawyer. Where's your ultimate prosecutor boyfriend, huh? Huh? Fucking fruit. A lawyer. It's way better than being a golfer, but just a young-looking guy. I didn't expect him to have a talent like that. His age must be part of what makes him an ultimate.
Pardon me.
You look confused.
I'm
I'm not confused. I look too young. Is that what you think?
I understand.
I get it a lot. Even Miss Madison said it.
Whatever you say.
Cause it's
Hold
true.
on.
Well, don't you think the same could be said for yourself? I'm not wise in the way of sports, but I've always had the impression golf was an old man's business. Not that young women shouldn't take the reins. Sport's probably in need of a revival. Bro has clearly not watched Birdie Wing, and it shows. It's a tough industry, but that's because we gotta fight for recognition, not sit around for 7 years and do F all. Sounds like the average high school now that I think about it. Hey, how old were you when you started college?
Thank you.
That's personal information I don't need to disclose. You're a piece of work, aren't you? What happened to taking a train? What happened to talking about the train? These guys seriously have the priorities skewed. So you have them too?
Huh?
Huh?
Look,
We're all wearing the same wrist straps. Really? You were busy talking, so I figured you wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out.
Eh?
Wrist strap, you say? These fuckers are more like mini shock collars.
By the way...
Yeah, this is Danganronpa Uni. Those aren't mutually exclusive. I heard you the first time. So you tried taking it off,
Yes.
did you? Yep, same with you. Actually, it was me who tried taking it off. The stupid thing zapped me when I
Let's
did.
see.
I suspected it wasn't unique to Miss Madison, though I hadn't tried removing the strap myself.
Strange.
Equipping everyone with a strap that shocks them. What could justify doing something like that? Well, what's the purpose behind these straps?
Soybean.
Are you daft? It's to shock us! Thing is, we seem to receive a shock if we try to remove it.
How can this be?
So why are we allowed to remove these wrist straps? Of course you fucking have the point. As opposed, you would. Lowest hanging fruit of all time. What I want to know is who even put these things on us? I would honestly be more surprised if they didn't do it, I'm gonna be real. The answer to those questions might be something we have to figure out ourselves. Doesn't make sense. We'd be abducted and taken somewhere I don't know. Surrounded by a bunch of strangers and forced to figure out why. Doesn't make any sense. Why is it happening?
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello?
Are you talking to me?
no.
No, look behind you. Huh? Confused, I turned to see what had captured everyone's attention. For a second, I thought I was seeing things. Peeking at us from the corridor was a small girl. Oh, Oomphy. Who are you?
Is that a...
What the? Is that a fucking gremlin? Jesus, you can't...
Miss Madison!
You can't be short-shaving people. Miss Madison, you'll scare her if you shout like that. Huh? The girl had left her position by the corridor and slid into the room. Now I could see for certain that she was a kid. What the hell? Why is there a kid
For
here?
your information,
I'm not a gremlin. Did your mother never teach you manners? It's rude to backtalk strangers you haven't met. No way, the gremlin can talk? I just told you I'm not a gremlin. If we must make comparisons, I'd rather you liken me as something more elegant. For example, a kappa.
Really?
That's not much better.
Be careful.
Please be careful what you say to her. This girl seems awfully young.
Can't you see?
She doesn't seem young, she is young. What's going on here? Why is there a child wandering around? You know, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I also saw you on that train. You were hidden behind some other people, so you were pretty hard to see. I assumed you were sitting down or something. It didn't even cross my mind that you might have been an actual kid. Cowering behind a bunch of strangers, huh? Figures I didn't see it. Still, what the hell was it even doing on that train? That's what I'm wondering. A kid's got no business with people like us. I do not appreciate your misguided comments about my age. I'm a professional just like the rest of you.
No.
You mean you're an ultimate?
Is that really true?
I didn't think children could qualify as ultimates.
I am an ultimate!
Must I keep repeating myself? I'm not a child, I'm a professional.
Please.
Well, what is it that you're so good at? So you desire to know my talent, do you? Normally I decline further conversation with rude people like you. But given our circumstances, I shall be sanguine on the matter.
I am Toshiko Kayura, the ultimate matchmaker. Nice to meet you.
Matchmaker,
I
huh?
suppose.
I suppose. Hey.
That's...
I don't know if it was I don't know if it was like a fan game or a different fan game or a Friends OC or maybe it was in the other games, but Ultimate Matchmaker sounds like a talent I've heard before. Slipping my mind. Was that one of the ones in Future X Rampa? That might be it. That might be why it's tickling the side of my brain a little. A matchmaker? Aren't you a bit young for something like that?
Get a grip.
The gremlin's obviously lying about having a talent. I bet it snuck its way onto the train because it saw all the commotion. That little bastard stuck with us.
Look at what you've done.
I'm steadily turning Grace's voice into the Qtaro for this game, and I am so sorry. At least it fits better with this character. Now look at what you've done. You've made her upset. Upset?
Of course not.
I know better to take a gremlin seriously. Oi! Don't think you can just use my own insult against me.
Miss Madison.
Grace? What?
Moving on.
So if I have things right, all 5 of us were on that train. What about the other people who boarded it? You think they've been kidnapped as well?
Indeed.
That is correct. Apart from us, there are 11 other people. 11, counting us, that makes 16.
Correct.
That's the same number of people who are on that train.
Quite.
I've become well acquainted with them.
Filthy.
The only person I've been avoiding is the frustrating boy I woke up with. You wouldn't believe his manners. And she also woke up with another person. I'm starting to see a pattern here. As does everyone else.
Suppose.
Speaking of, would you like to meet the others? I think they should know about you four.
Very well.
That would be helpful, yes.
Wonderful.
Very well. I shall serve as your guide as we embark on this new journey. I like that she has her own little jingle. That's cute.
Take this seriously.
Don't sound so happy about this. This is a kidnapping, not a college orientation. And again, it's not like I would go to most orientations willingly. Maybe those 2 events aren't that different after all.
Well,
Where are the others right now? Obviously, they are outside this building. There's an exit not too far from here. Follow me.
For the best.
Seems to know more than us. Wouldn't hurt to entertain her. Let's see what this thing has up its sleeve. Outside this building. There's even more of this place than we've already seen. Are there other buildings just like this one? Exactly how big of an area are we exploring? Standing here, I realize that standing here won't give me an answer. I should find the exit already. God, I'm so excited for Zelia to get to the finale of Metal Gear Rising. It's gonna be wild. Oh shit, the vent again. How am I supposed to? I guess I'll just look around. It doesn't, I mean, how do I get out of here? Oh, right, R. I need to press R. Right, that's the button. That's where Grace woke up. It would have been funnier if she was shoved into the refrigerator instead. What is wrong with you? No, seriously. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Maybe it's a good thing that I forgot what the R button was for a second. Talk about the stuff with nightmares. Is she supposed to be a hyena? Ears are really big, though. Maybe it's a wild dog. Whatever, I'm wasting my time. This painting was one I recognized. I'm pretty sure my high school team had to research it for a debate. Whoever we were trying to argue, I scrubbed it from memory. Need to make room for the next debate somehow. One thing's for sure, the woman in the painting didn't wear a mask. Look what she's pouring, it definitely wasn't blood. Alright, anyway. Let's get out of here. Looks like the others are gone. Whatever, I work better alone. Oh, fucking edgelord. Where'd they go? We kind of need to know where they went. Oh, here they are. What up?
Soybean.
About time you arrived, Soybean. Can you not call me that? I mean, I know I'm white, but like, woo. You're late. You're waiting?
Oi.
Only because the gremlin insisted. I didn't realize you fell behind until she said something.
Unfortunately.
I'm ashamed to say the same.
Well,
By the way, what are the others doing right now? Exploring something else, probably. You don't sound very sure of yourself. I think he's in fact calling you gay. Perhaps. You don't sound very sure of yourself.
filthy.
You had the nerve to tell me to stay put while they inspected the area. If they don't want me exploring, I suppose I'll explore by myself. Alright, sounds like she just wanted to show off.
Are you done yet?
Who cares about that? The guy's here now, so let's go already. Yes, and the others will realize their foolishness. Onwards to the great outdoors! The little girl turned to face the door, but instead of pushing it open, she reached for a lock I hadn't noticed before. The door opened with a long, shrill creak, and we finally saw it was waiting outside. Ooh, oh my god, it's... Chat, oh my god, it's the garden from the Eden. Holy shit. Standing before us, bathed in sunlight, was a massive Romanesque courtyard. Finally, some sunlight. This courtyard. I wonder if we can escape by climbing over the hedges. Over the hedge? Like the movie? The hedges are tall, but if we try looking for a rope...
Hold on.
I doubt it's that easy. The devices we're wearing will probably shock us. Let's see if you're right. Go on, Soybean. Climb the hedge.
No.
Unfortunately, it's pointless to climb the hedges. How do you know? If you take a closer look at the sky, you would understand. Look up at the sky. The sky? So I'm gonna look at the sky and you're gonna shoot me, right? Yes, do you see anything strange? Anything strange? No, there's nothing standing out to... Wait. Huh? As my eyes tried to adjust to the glare of the sun, I noticed it. The shape of the clouds, they weren't normal at all. No, it's almost as if they were concave. The sky is curving inwards.
How can this be?
Could it be? We're looking at a hologram?
Come on.
Of this size? No way. This is going to be a 360-degree projection or something.
That's...
You mean the sky we're looking at is actually a video panorama? Sounded completely ridiculous and said out loud, but at the same time, it made too much sense. This is a 360-degree projection. Wouldn't that mean we're inside some sort of dome? Such is the truth I have long recognized.
Come off
That's...
the grass.
Wait, you knew the sky was fake? Why'd you call this dump yard the great outdoors? It was for dramatic effect. In truth, I haven't seen natural sunlight since the moment I woke up here.
A cause for concern.
No sunlight. You really didn't see any windows in this building? No, none at all. No windows means no oxygen. We might be suffocating as we speak. We survived this long. I think we'll be okay.
Hey.
You're acting way too nonchalant. Doesn't this place bother you at all? It's a dome with a fake sky. That's like something out of a movie. Maybe whoever brought us here wanted to recreate the feeling of being outside in lieu of actually letting us outside. Sure, if you want to make broad assumptions.
You see,
In a situation like this, making assumptions is all you can really do.
Fair.
Fair. Whether or not the sky really is a projection, it's not something we can do much about. For now, we should remain focused on meeting the other students. Huh? Above the inane chatter, I heard a quiet, high-pitched noise, sort of like a mouse's squeak. It was so unlike the current conversation, it automatically stood out. Hey, can you guys stop talking for a second? Can you like shut the fuck up? I'm using my big ass ears for a moment. Is there a problem?
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Eh?
Hear what? It almost sounds like whimpering.
Strike me pink.
Wait, I just heard it.
You.
Oi, who the hell's crying? Quit hiding and come talk to us. Do ignore the shrew. Her bark is worse than her bite. What are you calling a shrew? The crying seemed to have stopped, but whoever it was refused to come out. We just leave them be. If they don't want help, it's not our issue.
Goodness!
Don't be so heartless. This could be someone in need.
Be careful.
To the girl that's crying, please excuse my friend here. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you more scared.
You think?
You really think that's gonna convince them? Oh my god, oomph.
Eh?
Eh? Hello, I wasn't,
Hello.
How about you tell us your name first?
Eloise Toner. I'm the ultimate fencer.
Eloise. Hey, Lois.
It's really nice to meet you all.
I should
Seem like it.
I should jump off a bridge into a giant vat of chocolate pudding. Ultimate fencer, was it?
Strange.
That's strange. Someone who's prolific at fighting shouldn't have reason to hide from people.
Not.
Actually, it doesn't focus as much on courage as people think. The key to fencing is the ability to predict your opponent's moves, along with having the agility to avoid them. Acting brash may get you the first move, but it's a steady analytical mind that secures the win. That's kind of impressive. Hey, Mike! Thank you for the raid. I hope your journeys of fatherhood worked out well. We're playing this fan game, this Danganronpa fan game called Project Eden's Garden, and it's really cool so far. Thank you. I get really excited when it comes to this subject, so I can't help but gush.
Listen to me.
But I have to ask, why are you hiding from us? I've heard of it, yeah. People in the server have been like chatting it up, so I figured I'd give it a look-see. She stood there quietly, deep in thought.
Okay.
They have like locked in like the like it's crazy because I know this doesn't have the budget of a Danganronpa, yet it so effortlessly replicates the look. It's kind of like thinking about that kind of blows me away a little. When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was here.
Kind of.
There were several strangers around me, and they were all so panicked as well. I felt like a mouse caught in a trap. Everything around me was so suffocating.
Oh.
That's why I ran away immediately. I really don't like it when people can see me like that. I even called my mom. My phone wasn't on me when I came to.
I understand.
If it's any reassurance, it seems my friends and I are in the same situation.
Seriously?
That's probably the last thing she wants to hear. Since when were we friends?
Well,
Was there anyone with you when you woke up? Yes, but I didn't get to talk to them before I went into flight mode. Sorry. So this girl is just as clueless as us. It seems she also passed out on that train. Damn it, what the hell's going on here? Are you the only people in that building, by the way? Mm-hmm. Miss Kayura is currently introducing us to everyone else. Would you like to join?
Maybe.
I think I want to stay where I am.
Very well.
Very well. When I meet the others, I'll tell them to gather here. That way you won't be alone. Also, if everyone's together, we can discuss our next course of action. Yeah, I'll wait here if it makes things easier for everyone.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, Miss Toner. Compared to before, she looked a lot calmer. Wolfgang knew how to handle the situation pretty well. Maybe he just knows how to handle people in general. I guess it's admirable. She's lovely. Hello, I saw you in the background. Who is you? Gonna get up right into your face. I appreciate also this game actually like the heights seem to match like the actual like in first person mode. You're not walking into somebody's crotch. So that's nice. They did that in V3 too. It's been so long. I remember 1 and 2 a lot more. A guy was leaning against the hedge with his hands in his pockets.
Nice.
Looks like you found some friends.
Indeed.
Indeed. Why don't you say hello? He looked at us and waved. I resisted the urge to wave back.
Pay attention.
Have you no manners? Talk to them! Alright, my bad. Clearly amused, he stood straight up and faced us.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to act like a dick. Today's just been all over the place for me. Not an excuse, I know.
I suppose.
I suppose we can forgive you if you give us your name. Easy enough.
I'm Desmond Hall. They call me the ultimate marksman.
You weren't too far off with Ultimate Hawkeye, Ollie. I didn't even notice the thing with like the arrows on his back until like just a moment ago. So shows my perception level right now. A marksman, eh? That must mean you're really good at shooting stuff, right? That's right. I have a really good eye for my targets. Guns, bows, slingshots, you name it, I've hit bullseyes with it. With all those weapons, I must ask, you haven't killed anyone, have you?
Whoa!
Whoa, never! I realize my talent may leave some people on edge, but I only practice on stationary targets. Moving targets are really outside of my comfort zone.
Believe me.
Believe me, I've never taken a human
I
life.
see.
See, good to know. Just a serious question. He composed himself pretty quickly. Guess this guy knows how to keep his cool.
So,
Where's your partner? We all had one to my knowledge. Oh, you mean the pirate guy? He was, well... he was fine. Harmless for the most part. Just a little too extreme for me to be around. Situations like this, I prefer to keep to myself. I know that sounds less cooperative, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oi!
Wait just a second!
You alright?
Huh?
You.
Did you say a pirate? It sounds dumb, I know. I wouldn't buy it either if I hadn't spoken to the guy myself. It's gotta be that one freaky dude on the train, right? The buff one with the dragon tattoo? We can't be saying freaky, so we can't be saying this word like so freely these days. I'm just saying.
Yep.
That's your man. He went through the door over there, so... I gotta see him.
Totally.
You have fun with that. Just saying. The guy's a little out there.
By the way,
Desmond, do you see that girl in the gray uniform over there? I told her I'm going to bring everyone here. I think it's important to discuss the current situation as a group. Could you give her some company while I'm gone?
Easy enough.
Oh, sure thing. Those are an odd bunch, so, good luck convincing them. He may act casual, but being the ultimate marksman must take a lot of diligence. Always keeping a steady hand. There's probably a lot to learn from someone like that. Everyone else must be in the building up ahead. Perhaps they're discussing something. Let's head over and find out, shall we? Alright, there's still like a good half of the cast-ish, give or take, to meet. Oh, once again, I must say, I'm not used to it being 16. It's been so long. My own story has 11. Though if you count the monarchs, it's like 14, I guess. Holy hell, is that a tree? That thing has to be like 60 feet tall or something. A sight to behold, isn't it?
That's not it.
The entire game's being the cast, nothing else. I know there is a chapter 1, so that we have at least that, but let's not get too excited. It's only a tree.
no.
I'm not sure we can even say that.
could you explain?
Here to elaborate, I don't quite get what you mean. There's a lot of goat imagery I'm noticing. Goat and like deer and like those kinds of animals with like horns and antlers and stuff. Eva bent down and crushed one of the fallen leaves in her hands. Didn't hear any crunching or tearing.
Interesting.
This is a faux tree.
Impossible!
Impossible! How could someone possibly manufacture a tree of this size?
Look at this.
For like it's decently sized, just so you know. Oh my, we might be picking this up again next week. Next week's schedule might already be decided. I have so many running series right now. If it's real, explain why these leaves don't make any noise when I break them. That expression said it all.
Quit it.
Why the hell is there a huge fake tree?
Interesting indeed.
I'd be hard-pressed to find a school with an installation like this. Takes 2 streams to meet this cast. I don't know about all that, but we'll see. You'd be hard-pressed to find it anywhere. I feel like you'd only see this in a museum or something.
In any case,
This building certainly has a strange aesthetic. That's one way to put it. The tree was in the center of a large circular room. Surrounding it were a bunch of people I recognized from the train. These must be the others Toshiko was talking about. Counting the two we just met, this is everyone, correct?
Indeed.
Correct!
What's wrong?
Is something wrong?
You see,
If everyone from our train car is here, where are the other people who are on the train?
That's...
That's a good point. There were other people, right?
I'm sure.
Of course. The Academy said they reserved that train for its students. Did you actually see anyone?
Let's see.
I never left our car, but I know Miss Madison did.
Hey?
Huh?
I apologize.
You mentioned leaving for the bathroom, remember? You did leave to take a piss. You did go piss, girl.
I see.
Oh, right. I passed a bunch of students on my way to the crapper. I didn't talk to them, though.
Strange.
They had to have heard the commotion in our car. Why didn't they help us? Maybe they were also knocked out? I doubt it's something we can answer right now. Did I just introduce you to the others already? Yes. We should familiarize ourselves with the people who are currently here. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing we can do right now. Regardless, the whole thing was pretty baffling. If the other students on the train passed out, where are they now? Is this a full release? Right now it's just the prologue and the first chapter. They're gonna release it in chunks, I assume. Kind of like Your Turn to Die or Deltarune. Games like those. But I wanted to check it out since a full chapter was out. If they didn't pass out, why did they not help us escape our car? Okay. What's going on? I just wanted to press the buttons. This is a sick little thing we got here with the little pad. I don't think I was supposed to look at that just yet. There's the log. There's our controls, yeah. I was just trying. What was the investigation mode again? Either I'm stupid or I can't see it. Oh, it must only be in 2D mode. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Who do I want to talk to first? Let's go with pink hair. Oops, I'm really sorry for hurting your feelings. I mean, but there's two pink hairs here, but you know, the one that's giving me Azo vibes, you know? I'll give your content a try. Who knows, I might really like it. If you didn't like me from the start, you're never gonna like me.
Hi.
Hey, you two. Eh?
Over here.
Oh crap, new guy! Over here! What? You boarded the train before things went all crazy, right? Check it out. Me and the new guy together again. Oh no, oh no, this is just Azo. I see that pose and I'm like, oh no. You two would hit it off like peas in a pod.
Stop.
Stop acting like we're friends. I don't even know you.
You're just messing with me.
That's a joke, right? What is? You know, that thing you just said.
Hey.
Maybe you've heard my name before. Does Kai Montiago ring a bell?
Hey.
Come on. Kai Montiago? Something of an artist, something of an entrepreneur.
Very funny.
He's an influencer, a really big influencer. Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Ouch. Right in the ego. I thought I already lost all faith in humanity before coming to this dump. But...
Oh, jeez. Oh, Christ. You don't recognize the dumbass? Must be nice. You do?
Yes.
Guy's the cancer of the internet. You disagree with him on one thing, he'll sick his army of underage followers on you. He's a dictator with a trendy fit.
Another
Dictator?
day, another
Sheesh. You naysayer types are always so overdramatic.
Whatever.
Don't listen to her, new guy. This chick's just recycling other people's propaganda.
Done yet?
You're one to talk. Check yourself in the mirror before crying propaganda.
See that?
Yeah, I see you're no stranger to photo editing. God, this smirk in particular, yeah, she is so uni. Grace is so uni. You're like on the money with it, rubbish. Like, holy, like, jeez. Like the hair and the hat and the accent, it's all there. It's just if Uni could say fuck and could golf, this would be her. I'm kind of impressed. No one ever gets you on the face of a horse. And the tears returned as quickly as they vanished. I'm not sure what I expected an influencer to be like in person, but this was definitely not it.
Hey, leave Kai alone. He may not be the nicest person in the room, but can't you see you're hurting his feelings?
Ugh.
He can get over it. Anyway, what about you? Can you give me your name and talent?
Oh,
Sure.
I'm Diana Venecia, your local cosmetologist. If you're ever in need of a makeover, I'll work my magic. Just ask.
She's got a great design, I will say. All of the designs, like I've said, are great, but I don't know. Like when I was scrolling across, hers also like jumped out at me for some reason. Just guess it was a good color palette.
Come again?
Is that it? You're just a makeup artist?
For your information.
Not just a makeup artist, the makeup artist.
What?
Diana is the biggest beautician in Hollywood. She's relatively new to the public sphere, but word of her talent has been dominating social media. Enough to pique the interest of the entertainment elite. Now every A-list celebrity is scrambling to hire her.
I see this is not your first time talking about her.
I'm simply quoting my friends. They're all on Diana's waiting list.
I'm sure.
Anybody?
Why is it shocking this guy doesn't recognize her? What about
How
me?
humiliating.
What do you care what he thinks? Isn't the demographic for people like you largely teenage girls?
Hell no!
That was for everyone. I'm inclusive like that.
Hold on.
Okay, that's it. Let's break this up. Diana, did you and Kai go to the courtyard outside? I'm trying to get everyone to gather
No
there.
worries.
All right, see you later.
Ugh, those guys like me either. Makeup artist and influencer. Or as any other academy, I wouldn't bat an eye. The Ultimate Talent Program is a shell of itself. It'll hand out Ultimate's house to anyone who asks. God, this guy sucks. I love him. But Eden's Garden Academy said it was above all that. It said it prioritized academic talent. And now it thinks I'm on par with those two? Guy kind of gives me bad vibes. I get that, yeah. That seems like a character that could like turn south at the drop of a hat, you know? I get what you mean. But if we're talking about guys that just like immediately like sort of just give me a vibe like, huh. This guy with his like fucking round ass shades. A boy was silently observing the space around him and jotting things down into a notebook.
Hello?
Hey, you. Oh, Eepy, the Eeper.
The hell?
What the hell? Ugh, sorry. I dozed off for a bit there.
Cause for concern.
You have terrible eye bags. Have you not been getting enough sleep? Getting knocked down on that train was the most sleep I've gotten in a week. Thankfully, a little girl woke me up before I wasted too much time.
If I'd known better, I wouldn't have. Your terrible sleep schedule has diminished your already meager natural beauty.
The guy paused for a few seconds and began furiously scribbling in his notebook. Interesting. Boy, the snake's a girl with a white uniform, with a dapper suit.
Oi, you.
Oi, what are you doing?
Excuse me.
A very loud woman with a visor.
Are you writing about us?
I make sure to record all my daily happenings. There's no way I'd remember all of it otherwise. In some fashion, note-taking is just one of my many responsibilities.
My name is Ulysses Wilhelm, and I'm the ultimate historian. Please make note of that for future reference.
We got Wolfgang and we got Ulysses. Like, we are just pulling people from ancient history over here. Oh, man. I mean, unique names, if nothing else, I'll remember them. Interesting. A fellow scholar, much like myself.
Jeez.
Shouldn't an ultimate historian be good at memorizing stuff?
Yes.
I'm perfectly proficient at remembering historical facts. This notebook is just for more frivolous information. Stuff like shopping lists, classmate birthdays, when to brush my teeth.
Filthy.
Such excellent memory wasted on menial trivia. You probably couldn't even remember the date of your wedding anniversary unless you wrote it down.
Unfortunately.
I think that's the same for most men.
So,
What do you do as the ultimate historian? As of now, I work at the Patawomic River Museum in Senakamaka.
And so on and so on.
I direct one of the exhibits there, the Cold War era. I'm not giving tours, I'm studying primary source documents in my office. No wonder you can't get any sleep. You can stay awake while reading all those boring history books. There's definitely something wrong with you. History isn't for everyone, I'm aware, but it's important knowledge nevertheless. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to sound stupid when arguing on the internet.
no.
That's not how the saying goes. But it is true. It isn't, but I updated it to coincide with more modern values. I thought it was funny.
Right.
Humor is subjective.
Anywho,
People have begun gathering outside. The plans to discuss our next course of action. Could you please join them?
Sleepy.
Yeah, right. Thank you, miss. Yeah. He hurriedly fumbled through the pages of his notebook. Shika Kaira.
unacceptable!
Did you seriously forget my name? This is the most egregious offense. Take solace in the fact that I'm a mere matchmaker and not your romantic partner.
According to my notes.
In a large world running to even larger ideas, small things can be easily overlooked. Fanning herself indignantly, Toshiko stormed off. Should we, follow her? Yeah, this guy we just met probably won't. He's just gonna take a little nappy. Let's talk with what's probably gonna be these two.
Come on!
Come on, man, just say something! Come on, please! Pretty please! Stop looking at me like that.
So harsh.
All I wanted was your name. Hey. Ugh.
Figures.
Oh, it's more
Guys
people.
are slipping and sliding.
Hey there!
Oi!
Oi, what's the matter with him? I don't know. Yeah, Toshiko is sort of like... Toshiko is like Hiyoko if she was more, like, likable. I don't know. I'm spent ages trying to get this guy's name, but he won't say anything.
It's simple.
He's being a weirdo about it. Just ignore him. Who are you anyway? Who am I?
The name's Jet Dawson, Ultimate Drag Racer. Nice to meet you, shrimp.
Hello, sir. I think I've seen the artist draw you the most. I think he likes you. A drag racer. Given his outfit, that comes as no surprise. All right, rubbish. All right. Aren't you warm in that suit? Are you confused? There's a fan in the back of my helmet that emits cool air. Kind of like the fans in car seats to cool your butt.
Rock and roll!
Isn't that super rad? But the way he yells every word, he can make anything sound like a big deal. Is his belt going to attack me? Does it have a mind of its own? Only issue is, they don't extend to the rest of my suit.
Get a grip!
Stop wearing the suit! And walk around naked?
Dumbass!
Let's wear different clothes!
So,
You also have an ultimate talent, correct?
well,
Would you mind sharing it? I don't think this guy's talking, I'm gonna be completely honest.
My name's Mark Bursky. I produce music.
The exact voice that I imagined in my head for this guy. So a music producer. Yeah. Fucking great.
It's nothing.
Fucking yeah, I mean, he would sound like that with his crocodile hat. But it's mostly bad remixes and stuff.
My man!
No, man, your music is wicked good. You know my songs?
Not a chance.
Nope. Do I even have to? You're the ultimate music producer. That just about says it all.
moving on.
I assume you two also woke up in this place, correct? You have any idea what might be going on?
Yeah.
This whole shebang did come out of the blue, but to be honest, it feels a lot like an extreme haunt. You know what that is? No, I don't. Figures. You don't look the type.
Hey,
Meaning...
You following?
Anyway, extreme haunts are really intense horror attractions. Think haunted house crossed with a survival horror
Oh
game.
boy.
Staff will chuck you in the underground tunnels, trap you in coffins, anything to scare you. Pretty good with the coffins, not so much the tunnels.
That's not important.
What's this got to do with us?
Catch my drift?
You see, there's a couple places that are known for starting their hauntings with a simulated kidnapping.
For real?
To make it feel as real as possible, they'll even take you when you least expect it. Thing is, they can't just jump anybody. You gotta consent first. The hell? I'd never agree to being kidnapped.
Gross.
Extreme haunts, eh? People know better than to involve me in that crap.
Well,
Maybe we consented to our kidnapping without realizing.
I...
Huh? For example, the letters we received from the Academy. Is it possible that those invitations were actually consent forms in disguise?
Really?
Don't tell me you actually believe this
Correct.
guy? Given what we've seen so far, I'd wager anything is possible. Is that really what's happening here? In accepting that letter asking me to join Eden's Garden Academy, did I unknowingly agree to this crap?
Meh.
Well, that's just the theory. We won't know what's going on until we explore some more.
In any case,
I know some people who might be interested in your theory. They're gathering by the courtyard outside. You can join them if you want. Sure thing. Let's go, Mark. Though he looked less than enthused, he let the drag racer take him by the arm and lead him away. Could it really be possible? Were letters he received actually consent forms in disguise? Is this some kind of messed up attraction? What does that say about Eden's Garden Academy? Is it part of the charade? Is Eden Garden Academy even real? I should know better than to think nonsense things like that. My eyes have just been drifting over to the Plague Doctor mask over in the corner, that portrait with the Plague Doctor mask. I keep thinking of the masked guy from Fuga 2, who I can't say the name of because I don't think Rubbish knows the name yet. If the Academy was fake, someone would have already blown its cover. It's more likely that this is happening unbeknownst to the Academy. But this one right here. I mean, not that there was anything else on the thing before. I don't know why I felt the need. You look cool. What's up?
Yo!
I know his name.
I'm
It's
Cassidy
Suspicious
Everett,
Man.
Ultimate pro gamer. Don't forget it, Kay.
Oh my God, we got another gamer. I like this one.
very nice.
Jumping right into an introduction. I like.
Yep.
Making a good first impression is the key to grabbing attention of your viewers.
Oh, are you another content creator? That's great. This will be Danganronpa in 2025.
Especially if you have over 20 million of them. Gotta earn that watch
Is
time.
that really true?
20 million? Is gaming really that popular?
Duh.
It's not just gaming, it's pro gaming.
No.
Facing off against opponents in front of a large audience with prestige and prizes on the line. Stakes can't get any higher.
While her talent is pretty frivolous, her attitude towards video game competitions is somewhat impressive. Sort of like how I feel about debating.
Question.
Hello?
What is it?
Do you guys know if this place has internet?
Uh,
I promised my comrades my streaming schedule wouldn't change after starting school. So I'm kind of freaking
Come
out.
again?
Your comrades?
hey, hey.
Cassidy's comrades are the biggest fan community on the internet.
She must mean her followers, being a streamer and all. It would definitely explain the hat.
Curious.
You must be very wealthy then. I've heard that popular streamers earn a lot of money, especially from subscriber donations.
Indeed.
There are many stories about young men falling prey to the infamous tiered subscription. They're rendered forever unmarriageable.
All right, man. All right.
Such a shame.
It's true, but she shouldn't say it.
So how many suckers have you swindled? With such a large fan base, you must be raking in the dough.
What does that sting, bro? What does that sting? Not to mention that face. Oh my God.
The hell?
What's wrong with your
I
face?
see how it is.
You think the only motivation is money, don't you? Well, duh. Why else would you be a streamer?
Bourgeoisie scum.
Typical bourgeoisie scum. Whoa! I stream for the betterment of the human race. As the leader of Cassidy's comrades, it's my duty to redistribute most of my earnings to the masses. You mean give away all your money?
Yep.
I do tons of expensive and generous stunts on my channel. Most of it is for charity, but sometimes it's for random subscribers.
That genius is almost frightening.
One time I bought a spaghetti factory and donated it to a public school. Those kids will never have to pay for lunch again.
They've probably gotten sick of eating pasta every day.
Right!
Oh, these giveaways are streamed too. They're really popular, so I get tons of views and donations from them.
Impressive.
You managed to commodify the act of charity.
Of course, I gotta reserve some money for basic necessities. Truckload chocolate soda being one. But it's not a problem for a person like me to have money, since I earn it through my own hard work.
So unfair.
The real problems are swine who make billions every year. Even though all they do is sit around, drink cocktails, and stare at their stock profile. Alright, she's spitting.
Bourgeoisie scum.
In fact, I can even detect the rancid stench of a morally bankrupt billionaire in this very academy. Like they're playing the profit off our suffering as we speak. This girl is honestly pretty deranged, though. That might be why she has such a large audience. Regardless, it doesn't explain why someone like her was invited to Eden's Garden Academy.
Anywho,
As wary as I am of future confrontations between you and the more affluent students, I suggest you head over to the building I investigated. We've been telling other people to gather there.
okay.
Alright, it was nice meeting y'all. Yippee yahoo!
There's still a couple more in here.
Oof.
So you all got caught up in this too, did ya? I remember seeing 5 of you on that train. You really ultimate students, huh?
Correct.
We wouldn't have been on that train if we weren't. Just making sure. I knew the education sector had low standards, but they're just handing out titles to anyone who asks.
Jeez.
What the hell is your damage?
David, you cannot be saying that, white baby, considering the fact that you were thinking the exact same fucking thing. God, this guy sucks.
Right, that's it!
What's the matter?
I know this bitch!
As in, personally?
Nah, she's the harlot that's been ruining my magazines!
The girl said harlot. That's crazy.
Ever since her interview with Rich People's Digest, their stupid success stories have been plastered everywhere. Youngest ever self-made billionaire, pioneer of the agricultural industry, bleh!
Did I hear that right? This girl we're talking to, is she actually...
I'm flattered you've memorized my resume.
Your resume, so things she said weren't an exaggeration.
If I may ask.
This is news to you? Anyone who is anyone knows about Winona.
Winona?
That would be my name, yes.
Although, many call me the ultimate entrepreneur. Origins aside, it's one good title.
Oh, just the one name. Okay. Understood. No wonder she gave off such an intense aura. This girl probably has enough money to buy an entire country.
Still, that doesn't mean I'm gonna let her talk down to me. She has looks, talent, and wealth. She would be a truly auspicious match.
Interesting.
Why would a billionaire need to attend a school like Eden's Garden Academy? I thought it would be an opportunity to make connections with the well-established geniuses of my generation. Now that I'm aware of the lax admissions process, I'm leaving the first chance I get.
And not because you've been kidnapped?
You can't leave. Destiny has decreed that I must guide you towards the most wondrous romance.
No.
I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather receive financial reparations from the Academy.
At the very least, let me be your stead. With my divine foresight, I shall lead your legal battle to victory. After I fell asleep in that train car, someone must have carried me out and dumped me next to a tree here. Why'd no one stop them? Were there no precautions in place to stop someone from manhandling a student? There was extreme ineptitude on the school's end, but since it appears I'm not the only victim,
What a joke.
well, that makes things all the more sinister.
Do you think someone carried her here? It's plausible, I guess. They could have transported us from the train by vehicle, then carried us in.
When you woke up, was there anyone with you?
Honestly,
Yep, but she was weird, so I left her.
Tch, you're a walking stereotype. I know about as much as you do. The 5 of us have been walking around talking to each other, and the other students that were on the train.
Let's see.
The rest of them were congregating outside. Once we meet everyone, maybe we'll be able to figure out what's going on. Say, why don't you join them?
I think I'll take you up on that offer.
It's a relief if one of you actually had something useful to say. Well, that girl's a piece of work, but given the recent happenings, she's not worth the stress. More importantly, what's happened to us, it's too much for a single pair of hands. Someone had to sneak onto, maybe even hijack that train, plant a chemical agent, and then carry everyone they knocked out. There's gotta be more than one person behind this. A group, maybe. The question becomes, who? And why? Alright, now we're talking, we saved the best for last, maybe, I don't know. I've just met you.
What's this? More friends?
Stop.
Let's not go that far. I don't even know your name or talent yet.
Wait just a sec.
Let me tell you.
Hi, my name is Ingrid Grimwall, and I'm the ultimate blacksmith.
Ooh, blacksmith, okay. I see.
A real blacksmith, eh? Is it anything like how movies depict it? Have you ever made swords out of molten metal? Not just swords, but tools, armor, statues. If you can name it, I can forge it. It's never an easy undertaking, I will admit. Brain muscles are par for the course, but same way climbing a mountain is painstaking, but reaching the top delivers a high you can never forget. The struggle is all worth it for the outcome. No wonder she's built like an athlete. Her job sounds like non-stop, high-intensity exercise. So how has your kind not gone extinct?
Oh.
Extinct? Made redundant by technology.
Can't you see?
Aren't there ways to make specialized weapons without overworking yourself?
Well, I don't like to admit it.
Against some other machines, it's true I'm not an equal match. Because I think I'm better than them. Those hunks of metal may look cool, but their creations lack the human touch. You gotta keep things natural, traditional. That's when truly amazing things happen.
Would you look at that?
If my creation touches the heart, it's better than anything made by machine. Imperfections be damned.
I like her train of thought.
Ooh.
Better than machines, huh? People have always told me my skills were impressive, but I'm yet to be compared to a computer or something. Like when blacksmiths can receive that sort of acclaim before me. This little bitch, oh my god.
Could you explain?
There's always been a demand for handmade things, especially nowadays. Is your audience skew older by chance?
Old folks, movie producers, board game enthusiasts, even the occasional youngin'. These are all people who visit me.
Wowie.
It's great when I can relate to most of my clients. Their excitement is mine. Exactly which clients does she relate to?
Moving on.
In any case, are you the same as us? Were you also kidnapped on that train and taken here? Oh, I wouldn't say kidnapped.
Come again?
What? Did you not black out on the train?
No, I did.
Well?
Then how else would you describe the situation? Maybe it's a surprise excursion?
Hiya.
Better yet, a surprise exam. People running this program are just putting our abilities to the
Take
test.
this seriously.
Stupid. The academy was that unhinged, no one would continue attending it.
Let's get going.
Well, you know, whatever it is, I'm sure we'll get out of here.
Needless optimism isn't a substitute for reason.
By the way...
There's a gathering happening outside the building Miss Kyoto explored. Would you like to join? We plan to discuss some very important matters there.
No.
Aren't you nice? I'll get right to it. Don't do anything silly while I'm gone.
Oh, she's already made a good impression. Also, I said best for last. I didn't even realize that you were still here. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I just completely passed by you and just ignored your existence. Not cool, Perry. Don't do that again. Glad to see you're all right, kid.
Of course I'm all right.
Give everyone a scare running away like that. I really thought we could catch you, but...
How fortunate that the door also came equipped with a lock.
See?
However, it was all worth it. Look at these people I befriended during my exploration.
I'll give credit where credit's due. You came back with plenty of spoils.
Oi, you.
I want to talk for a sec.
Huh?
You're a pirate, right? Shiver me timbers, ahoy matey. That kind of pirate, right?
Pirate?
Okay.
Eh?
I'm not a pirate, I'm a ship captain. There's a huge difference.
Huh? Ship captain?
I'm talking.
You don't need to be so loud. She was just asking a question.
Just a question? Huh. For guys like me, that pirate nonsense is a tired stereotype. Pirates live off stealing and causing trouble. We ship captains are nothing like those lowlives.
Jeez.
If you're not a pirate, then explain the clothes. Do these look like the clothes of a pirate to you? Maybe not a real one, but an exaggerated stereotype, sure.
Please don't.
It's probably best you leave this man alone. I take it he's dealt with our kind before.
My mistake.
I never like to soil the mood, but a man can only stand so much.
Real sorry.
Sorry for losing my cool. So you're the resident character with the bassiest voice known to man. Got it. The resident would be voiced by Chris Terry-Glafera if this was an actual Danganronpa game. Got it.
Anyway.
Is that the name? I just sort of went off the top of my head. The guy who voices Ryoma. Okay, whatever. You said you were a ship captain, right? The guy was acting weird, but I wanted to get more out of him. I never pictured a ship captain receiving an invitation from Eden's Garden Academy. Especially not someone like this guy. Also, the fact I was able to just remember that off the top of my head, I'm sorry to say, as much as I try to push it away, I think Kodaka has, like, left an irreparable scar on my brain.
That's right.
Tergliafera. I was close. I was close for going off memory. That's right. I know the seas like the back of my hand. Every river and waterway within the north and southern waters. The king of the seas.
The king of the seas. Hero of the storms. I am Jean de la Mer.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, I also just have damage with like looking up voice actors in general, you know? Just, I mean, knowing voice actors for, like, certain things, I guess. Being able to recognize voices. I can recognize a Keith Silverstein or Roger Craig Smith just from, like, one line of dialogue. King of the Seas, Hero of the Storms? Though with the latter, that's probably because I grew up watching regular show, let's be honest. Roger Craig Smith was like 60% of that cast. Do people actually call him that, or did he come up with those names himself?
Is that really true?
You know every river and waterway? Is that really true? Eva's design also gives me, like, the vibe of, like, I've seen this before, but I don't know what, like, vibe it is, but it's, like, it's scratching the back of my head. It's not a Danganronpa character she's reminded me of, but it's something else. And it's, like, it's sort of been slowly killing me in the back of my head, but I don't know what she reminds me of. And me saying this is supremely unhelpful, because if I don't have the information, it's not like it's not like any of my viewers are gonna know, but like, I just needed to say something, I guess. I don't know. Something with like the look and the way the hair like spirals, I guess. I don't know. Is it oh, it might be Claire. I might be thinking of Claire Francois, actually. Though she really doesn't look like her at all. Yep, I've studied every map I possibly can. Of course, I haven't actually been everywhere. According to a stingy little thing called Border Patrol, that's known in some parts as trespassing. I may be king of the seas, but I'm not above the law. I suppose that's good enough.
I see.
Either way, it's not like it matters much here. From the looks of it, we're nowhere near the ocean. I gotta get back to reading the rest of I'm in Love with the Villainous, though, on that note, because, like, it's been getting real good.
Leave it to me.
Fortunately, life as a captain has accustomed me to the unexpected. You lads can trust in me. I'll protect you as if you were my own crew.
What now?
Protect? Protect us from what? I was gonna say this is like Danganronpa if it wasn't made by Gooners, but also like I look at this design with his titties out, and I'm not 100% sure about that. Not made by Chronic Gooners. Let's say that. I suppose from whoever put those wristwatches on us. And again, there doesn't seem to be anyone else in this place apart from us.
How's that sound?
Guess that means our only obstacle is finding an escape. Not too big of an ask, eh? All we need to do is find where we entered, then voila! Sweet freedom! Just a simple conclusion, he sure was making a big deal out of it.
By the way...
It may interest you to know that there are people gathering outside the building Miss Kaya are exploring. We want everyone we want everyone together so we can discuss what to do next. Would you like to join?
Good to know.
This is not It's equality. It's equality. That guy's a prick. Oh, and all what I expected. Funny, he was every bit as dumb as his appearance. What was the Academy thinking inviting someone like him?
Well done. We've exchanged formalities with everyone here. We should meet up with the others and formulate a plan of action.
I am an ultimate!
And our honor as Ultimates, we will not be confined any longer.
What a dramatic kid. The others should be gathered by the courtyard outside. That's where I should head next. But yeah, yeah, it's... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but game's good so far. I'm enjoying the talking with everyone. The other 11 students were gathered in the center of the courtyard, nervously discussing the situation. So, have any clue on what's going on here?
What if...
We're being pranked 100%.
This would be a really elaborate prank.
No, seriously.
Some people have the money for it. Whatever it is, I'm killing the prick who's responsible.
Unsurprisingly,
they didn't seem to be getting anywhere.
Excuse me.
This is off topic, but I don't believe I ever asked your name, loud woman advisor.
Remember the name.
It's Grace, you wanker! Oh, she used the wanker word. That's how we know she's peak. I'm sorry. She's already S tier. I don't make the rules. And your surname, please?
Madison! Grace Madison, the ultimate golfer. How do you know that?
My.
You said in the dining hall, remember?
I don't recall you being there for introduction.
However,
Maybe she was eavesdropping.
I would never!
Eavesdropping? I would never! I simply happened to overhear your conversation is all.
In other words, she was eavesdropping. Hey, we can take a step back for a second. What was this about a dining hall? Dude, you have to do that right into the mic. What the fuck, man?
correct.
It's inside that building over there. Is there a kitchen too?
Man.
You got anything locale? I'm starving.
Attention!
Be patient, will you? Introductions are still underway.
Okay, but you have to speed run them.
Oh, man.
Gaming references from someone else. University's been thrown out of balance. Along with Grace Madison, we have the mighty and prestigious Wolfgang Akira. He's well known as the ultimate lawyer.
Yes, that's correct.
Hey,
Oh, hey, lawyer man.
Lawyer man.
Is that your name for me?
Yep.
It's either that or Wolfie. Do you like Wolfie more?
I must decline.
Stay with what you already have.
Hi.
Wolfie is already taken by a different different person I know on the internet.
A lawyer? Wow, it's so nice to meet you. Next up we have,
Yoshiko turned and squinted at me.
his name seems to be escaping me. Perhaps you might know Wolfgang, Grace?
I'm not too familiar.
I have no idea.
Fuck if I know his name.
He told me, I'm pretty sure. It's Mark, right? My bad, I've got a habit of mixing up these sort of guys together.
Boy,
What are you waiting for? Tell us your name already.
Damon Maitsu, ultimate debater.
A debater?
Debater?
Ooh.
I gotta be careful when I say that. I gotta be careful when I say debater. God, and I got on Danganronpa's case about Gooner humor. Jesus, what's wrong with me?
Ooh, it's like a bargain bin lawyer.
Hey, that's Grace Madison, Wolfgang Akira, Damon Maitsu. Who else is left?
Hiya.
Ultimate debate. Yeah, I was gonna say if it wasn't Ultimates and they were called like Masters or something, that would be a little close. But
Come on, darling, you can do it.
See?
Yeah, share your name.
Eva. Just Eva.
Just like my video games.
You can't be giving her a voice. You can't be giving her a common voice like that. I'm gonna throw up.
Like the spy?
Eva Sunaka.
That's a very pretty name.
Now, would you look at that?
Fittingly elegant, isn't it?
Oh, we got the fat girl and the buff girl. Oh no, my brain is already putting the links together. I'm like, how can I make this about Myoces?
But let's not get off topic. What's your talent, Ava?
That's...
Now that she's mentioned it, I'm pretty sure you never told me your talent. What's up with that? I told you mine. It's only fair you tell me yours. I thought you were just gonna start making this about you. I mean, I am. That was the implication. But it's like Yuri mixed with how can I make this about me? Ultimate liar. Oh no. Nee. Ultimate liar. That's so funny. So like, what's your actual talent?
With it.
That's it. What?
Good to know.
Didn't know lying was something you could be the best at. You learn something new every day.
Are you for real?
You actually believe her? That's what's supposed to make a career out of lying.
Now.
Easy, get a job in marketing.
Woo!
Just what I am. Is that supposed to be your explanation? But that's... I mean, if you're the best at lying, how are we supposed to believe anything you say? I like the French accordion. I'm sad it left so soon. As he spurred those last few words, we all turned to Eva expectantly. That was when it happened. Ah, the iconic.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
What? Why is that just a man's voice?
Can everyone hear me? Yes?
Why are they British?
Good morning, my amicable student friends. First off, allow me to apologize. I realize
Allegedly,
the ride
yes.
here was a bumpy one, especially for ultimates such as yourself.
Is the local Monokuma just gonna be a human man?
But expect things to be different within these halls. Yes, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to Eden's Garden Academy. May this be the beginning.
Monokuma, fuck! I hate that, but you're clever with it.
Doubt it.
You just say we're at Eden's Garden Academy?
No.
We can't
You
be.
think?
No kidding, this place looks nothing like a
Stop
school.
talking so loud.
I want to hear this. I'm sure you're on the edge of your seats waiting for a proper orientation. But there's one more thing to do before we can meet face to face. It won't take very long. All I ask is that you enter the building across from me. And there we can begin preparations for a formal introduction. Until then, farewell!
I must take note of this.
That was certainly interesting.
Whack.
Couldn't agree more. Wow.
Somebody explain.
You think he's the person that brought us here?
You following?
Yo, what if he's set up the sleeping gas on the train?
Bit complicated.
In that travel bag? How do you reckon he snuck it on?
Guys.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're not gonna skip that part he said about the building, are we?
He wants us to go inside.
What do you think? Should we?
Hell no!
I'm not waltzing right in there for me to die or something. Die? You think we're gonna be harmed?
Hold on.
If our captors wanted to kill us, we'd already be dead. What would be the point in killing us now? Reactions, I guess? I don't know, I'm not a
How
psychopath.
should I put it?
If it calls for it, what if we walk in together as one big group? When you know someone is looking out for you, things can be a little less scary.
Hi.
Hey, she's got a point. And then we can progress as if we face the problem head on.
Soybean.
Easier said than done, soybean. I guess that makes sense, but isn't it too naive? There's nothing wrong with a bit of optimism from time to time. Let's just try it, okay? All right.
We gathered around the entrance, none of us willing to be the first to walk through. Eventually, I mustered enough willpower to push the doors open. Open it up. Takes a minute to load, but it's fine. Oh, it's because we got a cinematic go. Oh no. Oh shit, damn. Dude, we haven't even started the game proper. We can't be doing this. In front of me lay the battered, bloody body of a young woman.
What?
We're screaming. Is that girl dead? Why is there a dead body? What happened?
There's no way.
Is this another student?
Holy.
Shit! What the shit?
Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on.
Dude!
Yeah, why didn't you mention this other girl? I never even saw her.
Really?
Huh? You were there too, Bargain Bin? There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up.
Very funny.
You missed a whole ass person? Yeah, right.
Hell no.
You saw her. You must have seen her. Come on, just admit it. Stop pressing me for an answer, you.
Hold on.
I can corroborate Damon's story. There was never a body. Miss Madison and I walked through this exact hallway and saw nothing.
I wasn't expecting this.
So between the time you left and the time you returned, this girl was murdered?
You think she was murdered? Well, I don't know for sure, but what happened to her? Does that really look self-inflicted?
Oh, shit!
Just a killer running loose? I don't recall hearing anything when I was waiting outside. Esme can back me up, right?
Shit. She's right. There were no screams, and no one left the building.
So the killer's still inside!
I appreciate them having all the big screams voiced. I don't want to throw my voice out too much. You know, actually, it was a good call to stream this now, like while we're in between Ace Attorney games. That way I always have a visual novel running for me, you know? As more panic shouts filled the corridor, Eva silently walked over to the body. I have a feeling this demo will probably run me as long as, like, It Takes Two will take us to, so it'll probably work out like that. Maybe this will be a week shorter, I don't know.
Oi!
Oi, what are you doing?
Ignoring Grace's questions, he crouched down beside the dead girl and poked her in the face, and a weird squeaky noise played.
What the?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Stop that!
Strange.
It's not real.
Eh?
Eh? This girl,
Hmm.
she's just a dummy.
A dummy?
How?
That would make sense. Her design has a lot less going on than the rest of us.
Nuh-uh, that's definitely a real body.
Crazy.
Did you just say that you were a liar? Why should we believe you?
The truth.
If you don't believe me, inspect it yourself.
It's gonna be nice, you know. It's gonna be a nice change of pace to have a you know somebody who's an ultimate who lies, whose whole main gimmick isn't
I'm gonna make the whole thing entirely unfucking playable. I'm gonna make this a fucking chore for you.
She seems like despite everything, she's got a better head on her shoulders than you know who. Grape fucker. If no one is offering, I could do it. Wait, him?
Are we ready?
Well, how's that sound to everyone? He turned to look at each of us. How can I make every scene in this game about me? The only time ever I enjoyed Kokichi was when I was playing Danganronpa V3 with a friend, and I was assigned the role of voicing Kokichi. I had a lot of fun with that, but God, he's insufferable. I had my reservations, but when his gaze met mine, my lips instantly sealed shut. The look he gave me, it was unexpectedly intense.
Okay. Yes, you can do it.
The pirate casually approached the body and knelt beside it. You're very good at giving life to the worst characters. It's a feature. It's one of my defining features. I think a lot about with Emio how I, like, early on I was able to do, like, a very good job with what's his face, Daisuke in Emio, yeah.
I'll be damned.
Did you look at that? She's right. It is a dummy.
For real?
Say what?
How did she know it was fake?
You see?
My intuition. Also, a corpse would smell. This doesn't smell.
Dude, no!
As if! Could you be any more suspect?
That ain't it.
Not just that. There's something under the dummy.
Huh? What is it?
A tablet. I have a question for anybody here who's played it. Is Raincode fully voiced? I'm just curious. John rose from the ground and turned around to face us. Sure enough, he was holding a tablet. It slid under the dummy. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell. Like mostly voiced? Okay. Probably wouldn't stream it then.
Nice hiding place.
I
Wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't taken a closer look. Gives the impression that I was supposed to, don't it?
For real?
Hey, what's on the tablet? Let me turn it on. He pressed the button, then walked over and held the tablet out for us to see.
Oh, it's loading something.
After a few seconds, the loading symbol vanished. Kara Koskinen. Koski, is that an All Bets Are Off reference? In its place was a photo of the girl. What is this? However, the tablet hadn't finished loading. Ultimate Teacher's Aid. She was stabbed 28 times in her torso and died from blood loss. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are to her eyes and scalp. Time of death is unknown. Ugh. Just after that image. Ultimate Teacher's Aid. I already read all that. It's like a body report. First a dead body that's revealed to be a dummy. Now a body report? What the hell's going on? Jeez, took you long enough to find that tablet. Long ago, a heinous murder was committed. And the victim just so happened to be an ultimate. Much like yourselves. What? Before you is a perfect reconstruction of the crime scene, as well as an effigy of the victim with the appropriate injuries. It was quite emotionally draining to craft that dummy. It served as a strong reminder of what was lost. She was such a nice girl, so much potential, lost to violence. What is this man playing at? Anyway, it is your responsibility to figure out the details of her death. The surrounding area, the murder weapon, how she reacted in her final moments, etc. Oh, but don't worry about finding the murderer's identity. He's already right in front of you. See that gray man on the tablet screen? Yep, that's your guy. What, Shigamichi? He's in this game too? Please investigate the crime scene and gather as many clues as you can. After a certain period of time, you will be asked to present your findings to me. Believe me, it's in your best interest to put your full effort into this. Have fun, everyone!
Not okay!
Investigation? What the hell? Fuck, enough of this already! I don't want any part of this! Stop telling me what to do! Grace grabbed a large chunk of rock from the floor and ran over to the speaker. Screaming in obscenity, she pulled her hand as far back as she could.
Brutal!
No way! Was that the watch? Trying to destroy private property? That's a zap. Fuck.
Fuck you!
Shit, that was really good. That was a good delivery.
Holy...
Is he for real? Is this school really trying to make us solve an old murder?
Don't say that.
Hold on, you guys. You can't just believe everything that strange man claims. Why would Eden's Garden Academy, any academy for that matter, do something like this? Even if it tried to, the Ultimate Talent Program would have stopped them. I wouldn't underestimate the school board executives. Money can get to people's heads and make them take risks they should. This academy said it was unique. Maybe this is their version of an entrance exam.
What a joke.
They're so obsessed with being different from the competition, they've forgotten what people want. More like they...
Oh, fuck, I'm getting the accents mixed up.
More like they've forgotten how to be sane. What did you say? Would the UTP really be okay with this?
Think about it this way.
Seems pretty counterintuitive. Everyone would want to quit their enrollment after this. And Sue.
If this is the work of a separate group, why are they using the Academy's name? As a way to hide their own, maybe? They might have even kidnapped us because we're attending Eden's Garden.
So...
Explain. Well, what if they knew we all had to board a train? It would explain why we passed out. They boarded the train before us and planted the bag with the girls.
There's gotta be something.
Because this happened on the train to the Academy, they could claim they are the Academy.
If I may ask.
Everyone keeps saying they. Isn't it the speaker man who kidnapped
That's
us?
not
It obviously wasn't just him. Seizing a train, bringing 16 people to an unknown location, that takes a team to do. Of course, that raises another glaring question. Why us? Why have we been brought into this? Is it because we're ultimates? It's not like anyone's specialty is detective work. It just doesn't add up.
I think I'll let the rest of you handle this. I doubt I'm in this grotesque situation. I'll just be on my way. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, can I come with? I'd feel super bad leaving you alone. Oh, sure, I suppose.
You can do it.
Good luck solving the mystery, everyone. I know you can do it.
On that note, Diana and Toshiko walked away in the direction of the room with the kitchen.
Don't get close.
Yeah, I'm going with them. Screw this! Guy took off down the hallway like his life depended on it. Jeez, better them than us.
I don't know. I don't know about all this. Will that man really let us go if we investigate?
Stay calm.
We won't know if we continue standing around like this. For now, all we can do is take the risk and do as he says. He's right. I need to brace myself and follow the direction as I've been given. As of now, it's my only way to learn more information about my current situation. I can only hope this ordeal will be over soon. Ooh. Investigation start. Before I do anything else, I should go back over that tablet. Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said this shit's bulky. I might have to snap it in half at a certain point, but I'm not sure when. I think I have an idea if this plays out like any other chapter would, but I'm gonna, I'm just gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel it out. Kara Koskinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Stabbed in the torso 28 times, chemical burns, eyes and scalp. Cause of death is blood loss, time of death is unknown. There's a lot going on here. Chemical burns in addition to 28 stab wounds? Jesus. I don't want to believe anything the speaker guy says, but this murder really is based on true events. Damn, the killer's totally sick in the head. Tablet has been added to a truth bullet section of your trinket. Let's get going. Over here. We should investigate the body itself, ourselves. Our captor gave us a lot of information on this victim. To their credit, what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. Damn it, it's just a doll, David. Stop hesitating. The doll was slumped against the door, her torso soaked in blood. Part of her shirt had been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody and discernible pulp. I quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. The doll, there's no reason to be afraid of a doll. The initial sight of the doll shocked me so much, I completely overlooked this rifle. Yeah, no, I had my eyes on that for a bit, and I was like, huh, interesting. Inspecting it now, I realized something. This one was stabbed. Why was a rifle near her body? That rifle. Can you step back a bit? I'm curious about something.
No.
What? No, Before I could finish my sentence, John walked over to where I was and picked up the gun.
Hey.
The investigation music was so unbelievable. I mean, it's a Danganronpa-like. Danganronpa, if nothing else, is consistent between the three games. The investigation themes always kicked ass. So this is not a surprise to me. Hey, you're messing with the crime scene! Ignoring me, he released the magazine of the gun with surprising ease.
Huh?
At the top of the magazine, protruded a loaded bullet.
I see.
That's interesting. The rifle hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so no one gets any smart ideas. Better than him holding it. A loaded gun. What was going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? Unless that gun was purely for intimidation? It's not very logical, but it'd be a twisted game to play with the victim. Assault rifle. Show me the knife. Bloody knife lay next to the victim. It's safe to say this must be the murder weapon. Boing! Yeah, this is like very like... It's getting the point across of like what this is supposed to do while also doing its own thing. It's very good. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There were no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. Like there was dried blood underneath them. Why is there blood under her nails but not on the rest of her hand? Boink. The girl had been stabbed repeatedly. I don't need the tablet to know that. However, her cause of death, you'd think it was a stab to the heart or something, but the tablet claimed blood loss. Take a closer look. The wounds, they didn't seem excessively deep. At least, not deep enough to pierce her heart. If she died from blood loss, what does that say about the killer? They probably could have killed her quickly if they wanted. They want her to suffer a slow death? Damn, this is messed up. That seemed to be all the evidence. Nothing else was catching my eye. I should check the inside of the closet now. Oh, do I need to, like, back out? Are you sure you want to leave? Yeah. Boink. Hello! Like the rest of the building, the inside of the closet was old and dilapidated. It was the last place I want to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible. Otherwise, I won't be able to present a strong argument. Here we go. I'll look at everything to investigate, and then I'll talk to the people. The shelf was packed with an assortment of towels. I briefly inspected them, lifting each towel to check for anything underneath. Many had gathered dust, but that was it. Nothing looked suspicious about them. A bucket. It's a bucket. Pretty typical thing to find inside janitor's closet, but why is it randomly lying here? There's nothing inside it except... What does this smell? Smell like bleach? I mean, chemical wounds, that would track. I can't investigate the step ladder. Shaking my damn head. There's a clock above the door. Doesn't seem like it works. Let's talk to people before we go to the back of the closet.
There might be more clues around here. I'm going to check this entire closet for evidence.
No thanks. A person like her is probably more likely to cause a murder, not solve one. Alright, you have fun with that.
It's for the best.
We must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible. Not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said. I'm still skeptical about the validity of that statement. Woo!
Check it out!
Hey, check out what's behind this door!
Saying that, she stepped away from the corner. It's a ladder. Actually, it's a step ladder. Doesn't say if there's anything strange about it. Why was this brought to my attention again?
Dude, not cool.
I'm disappointed in you.
Huh?
So hackneyed.
You can't think of ladder? It's so obviously... Okay, I didn't actually think we were gonna do that. That did that. But you know what? Makes sense.
Seriously?
Aren't they practically the same thing?
Pardon me.
I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible. That's certainly what the victim would want. And of course they have the fucking lawyer here too for this. A guy doesn't get my references. No fun to be around. I'm gonna check the peeps outside. Smell you later, lawyer man. He's already out of here. Did she even investigate anything besides that stupid ladder? That's everything around here. I should check out the other end of the room. Hello, people. It's another surveillance camera. Is the guy on the speaker watching us through this? Just the thought made my stomach turn. Doesn't seem like there's anything else to investigate, so I guess we'll just talk. That security camera. It's brand new. Now she's mentioning it, does look out of place. You think it would have gathered dust like the other items in here? Did it recently get cleaned or something? My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech. Typical school, spending more on security than educating their students. That's assuming this is even the Academy's doing.
Golly!
These shells are real intriguing. Take a look. Some of the cleaning brands, some of these cleaning brands go back as far as the 80s and 90s. You recognize them? Because I use them. Why would you do that?
How should I put it?
Old chemicals do the job better since there were fewer regulations about what's poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got them. Don't want to alert the fuzz.
I'm sure they don't care about our black market cleaning supplies. She's lovely.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
I checked all the containers on this shelf. They're all full, with the exception of one. Bottle of bleach. Bleach? There's a bucket in this closet that reeked bad.
Makes sense.
That's probably not a coincidence, given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort has been put into this. Can't think too much about what situation we're in. I'll never be able to handle it. Alright, everyone. That's time. Look at you. You investigated the crime scene so well. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find it somewhere on the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long. I might start getting zap happy. See you soon! Last trial? What the hell does that mean? Sounds like that's the end of our investigation.
Let's see.
Now, if we're done with this closet, we should go outside and talk to the others.
Come off the grass.
Oi, what the hell is a class trial?
I guess as good as mine.
Obviously, we're going to court.
Court? What? He's gonna put us on trial?
Listen to me.
Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
Makes sense for our current situation. Investigation, clues, files. What else could that stuff be for?
Well put.
Good point. It does seem oddly similar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant to this case anyway.
Wait a minute.
You mentioned this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? You must be referring to the room with the tree.
Focus.
Probably, yeah. It's the only one I can think of. If I don't recall seeing an elevator anywhere. I mean, there was sort of a door-shaped hole on that tree. I mean, a door-shaped indent on that tree, wasn't there? My memory isn't playing tricks on me, is it?
What are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there.
She keeps treating this like a dumb game. We're really going on trial. That's gonna be a nuisance to deal with.
You may as well follow her.
One by one, everyone left. Guess I have no choice but to go as well. Hey, come on, we gotta get going, Oomphy. Small child.
How do you remain so stoic at a time like this? Aren't you worried at all?
It's simple.
No, not really. It's like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. Just a dummy. That's it.
Yes, quite. I completely concur.
She's obviously faking it. Without even looking at her face, I can tell she's sweating bullets. Everyone is in fact here where I thought, and yeah, there's the indent, like I thought. When I arrived at the tree, I saw that people were already bickering.
Check it out.
A big tree? Eden's Garden Academy?
Overused religious symbolism is tight.
I really hope we get let out after this.
Oi, you.
Can you confirm, liar chick? Why are you asking her?
Come off the grass.
Off the grass, she's clearly faking her talent.
Am I hearing you right?
And that makes her one of the bad guys? Who want to fake their identity besides someone with a secret to hide? I bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb on the train.
Really?
She didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever?
If no one else is gonna say it.
Yeah, if all you needed was a mask to protect you, then.
Hey, don't look at me. I literally passed out. This helmet's got plenty of holes in it. I'd suffocate otherwise.
I've got something to say.
No, the liar chick's totally sus. Just look at how calm she's been acting. Oh, they use sus. This will be Danganronpa in 2025. Just somehow knew that dead body was a dummy. Then she poked it in the face? That's not normal.
Deal with it.
I told you it was my intuition. Intuition my ass.
It's not unbelievable. My gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're on a mission to solve her murder.
Any clue?
Where's this elevator supposed to be again? That's right, there might be an elevator around here. But all I see is the Tree of Ignorance. Maybe we're missing something here. Maybe we're the ignorant ones. Or maybe we're being played for fools. Yeah. Let me see what's going on. The more I look at it, the more confused I am. I'm gonna get a headache. I better stop. Okay, maybe. Oh, there it is. Maybe it's the thing that literally has an E on it, Barry. You know, maybe that's your area. They might want me to talk with everyone though. Let me do that. That liar chick is definitely hiding something. No matter how much you morons deny it, it's the truth. Is there really an elevator around here? Seems kind of hard to believe. Can that sort of thing be very difficult to, you know, hide? Once this is all over, I think I'll allow myself a nap. Man, I thought I was gonna finally have a normal school experience. I was gonna believe this. Well, they might believe you guys. But the whole world is gonna laugh at me.
This sucks.
This sucks. He definitely has an inflated view of himself.
Hey.
Don't look so down. Even though things seem uncertain at the moment, try not to let it get to
Put
you.
a smile on that face.
You should wear a big smile. Smiling always makes me feel better.
Thanks for the advice. Well, are you gonna help? This is stupid. Is that his attempt at an excuse? Yep.
Weird.
There's gotta be an elevator somewhere around here. Maybe it's hidden behind some kind of, right on the tip of my tongue. It's called a, awesome. It's called fuck. Yeah, not funny, dude.
Hey.
New objective, find the elevator. Can't be that hard, can it? Come on, let's investigate. Boop.
Sheesh.
Let's just get this over and done with.
Beep. This will definitely be a story to tell the folks back home.
Damn.
That golfer woman made some loaded accusations, huh? People can believe what they want about me.
In the meantime, I'm going to search for the elevator.
Okay then. Hello.
My mom will be so worried if I don't answer her calls. Accepting that letter was the worst mistake of my life. Whip. The Tree of Ignorance. This reminds me of an exhibit I saw in London.
Come again?
That's certainly random.
For your information.
Well, it was a very memorable exhibit.
No, the London thing. Were you on vacation?
No.
A vacation? No, I don't do much of those anymore.
Why is that?
Inconsequential. Nevertheless, London was one of the nicer places to visit. Even if it was only for a few days, I really enjoyed meeting everyone there.
There's no way she would have met everyone in London in a few days. Afraid I'd ever die via killer. We're picking our favorites, I see. I mean, I've also picked my favorites, but I'm not gonna say explicitly, though. You know, it's probably pretty obvious. Whatever this class trial entails, if we want to overcome it, we gotta work as a team. Ingrid is one of them. Rubbish. One. Jumping down each other's throats will get us nowhere. Boop. Let me look at this statue. Hello. At the base of the tree was a marble bust depicting a figure and with a creepy mask. There were cracks all over the mask, and one of the eyes was even missing. How old must this thing be?
What you doing?
You notice the statue too, don't you?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
All right.
What's up with that statue?
There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what. The mask is broken. There's a piece missing.
But
is that weird? This statue's probably like super old. It makes sense to be cracked and stuff.
I'm talking.
No, this definitely seems intentional.
wait.
What, like it's crappy on purpose? Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it?
Well, you know, maybe if we find a piece and place it back on the statue, something will happen. Like a puzzle-solving game.
That sounds kind of far-fetched, but it wouldn't hurt to try.
Sounds easy.
You saying we gotta look around for the other part of the mask? Hold on to your butts, because I got the eyes of a predator.
Whatever.
Isn't it confident? Never mind. With that, everyone started to search the tree again. Some people inspected the tree itself, while others scoured around it. For what seemed like only a few minutes, Grace stood up frantically with something in her hand. Oi, everyone! I found it! We gathered around Grace to see what she was holding. I mean, we'll see. We will see, Ollie. I'm honestly thinking once I finish the first chapter, I might, like, cobble together, like, a tier list or something of my current impressions. I did a similar thing as Your Turn to Die updated. I sort of, like, gave my impressions as I went on the characters.
Nice.
So I feel like that'd be fun to do. Nice. That must be it.
What should we do with it? Do we just stick it in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably, yeah. I'll take care of it.
Soybean.
Back off, Hercules! You ain't the one who found it!
Grace brought the piece over to the statue and slotted it right into the mask. And then nothing happened. Ah, that was anticlimactic. Whoop. Suddenly, the ground we were standing on began to shake.
Golly!
Oh, golly!
Oh, shit!
Are we about to die?
Damn, they even got the CG in here. This is crazy.
Yo!
Yo, I was right!
That actually worked? A fucking secret passageway in a tree. Never thought I'd see that. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man! Game over!
Oh god, now he's spinning random philosophy! We're so fucked! Will this take us to the elevator?
What about...
There's stairs at the foot of the opening.
Yep.
What are we waiting for? Let's explore!
May I ask?
Why the sudden rush?
Duh.
I want to get home, duh!
Dream idea.
If we get this over with, we get out quicker. It's simple math.
Cassidy is just like, yeah, I saw this shit in Ocarina of Time.
Sure.
Fair enough. So we just walk in, do we?
One by one, we approached the opening of the tree and descended into the darkness. There it is! There's the graphic that we're going to see gradually, like, get more spacious as the game goes on. Oh.
This is an elevator.
I see. The elevator is underneath the tree.
Reckless investments, I'm telling you.
With a rumble, the elevator began its descent. We stood in silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's what we were, after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place, and for what? Some twisted man's game? Honestly, Damon strikes me as the guy to monologue dramatically like this, way more than any of the Danganronpa protagonists. Yeah, this works for this little fucking wet blanket of a man. A fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator, and a tree. None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This was something much bigger, and in no way could it be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. The elevator began to slow, snapping me out of my thoughts. Stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely, the doors opened. Ooh, nice stained glass aesthetic. In front of us was a large circular hall surrounded by marble pillars. Inside the room, 16 podiums have been arranged into a circle. Were those for us? Welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions.
However,
and if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course.
Back off.
Not this zapping shit again! Just face it, Miss Madison. We have to go along with his demands. There's a few smart ones in the pack, eh? Well, come along now. We don't have all day. There's no avoiding it. We had to assume our places. Oh, there it is! They're doing the thing! Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Discomfort, anger, worry. It didn't end. We'd been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. All we could do was move forward. We had to hope for an escape. A way to run from this twisted place. We had to seek a way out. We had to solve this murder case. Hey, there it is. Save it. Save it, put it in there. Woo! How long is this trial, by the way? Is this like Danganronpa 1 tutorial length, or is this like V3 tutorial length? I'm just curious. Like an hour? I could probably do that. Whether it's fully voiced like Danganronpa or not, I could probably fucking stomach that. We're probably fine. Why not? Let me review my shit. We got the tablet, the knife, the rifle, the bucket, and the hands. It's voiced sick. I can get a better feel for the character voices then. Because I feel like I've been flanderizing a few of them. Let's get going. Christ, this is so well done. Like, I'm just like, wow, man. Think you've been doing good for the most part? Thank you, I appreciate it.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial. The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out.
It is kind of fucking me up that we don't have any face to it to like associate with our mastermind guy at the moment. Like, no puppet thingy or anything. It's just the voice and the speaker. I kind of makes him more ominous. I kind of fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Somebody, get me out of here.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here!
Girl does not want to be here.
Somebody get me out of here!
Oh shit.
What happened to her? Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bicker, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please.
Oh no, this guy is not allegedly. No, that's a British man. I have never met an American who says telly. Holy shit, the people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this trap.
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
Yeah. Who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not
I suppose that's true.
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Probably because it's so obvious.
But, Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
Dude, she's fucking conked. That's fucked up. But also a little funny. These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they arrive at the wrong conclusion.
Oh gosh, do you hear that? It's been a while. It's been a while since I was out. They let me out of my enclosure. I'm free. I'm free. That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching. During non-stop debates, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption. Students may say things that contradict the truth. And it's often your job to determine what statement must be broken in order to progress the trial.
View bullets, view the controls, circle the bullets, concentrate, fast forward. Yeah, you probably just click to shoot, yeah. Okay, left click to silence, right click to shoot.
Here, Ammo, you've been armed with the truth bullets you gathered during the investigation. Truth bullets that are relevant to the debate will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim your reticle and click right to fire. You want to aim for words highlighted in gold. Those are the weak spots. The lie or contradiction may be hiding within a weak spot. Carefully compare your classmates' statements to the evidence you have gathered, and use the correct truth bullet to destroy the relevant weak spot. Things are flying by too fast. Use the spacebar to concentrate. This will temporarily slow down time. Speaking of time, be sure not to run out of it. That's an automatic game over. Not someone of your caliber would ever fail. Anyway, press the F3 key to revisit these controls whenever you wish. That's all for now. Don't jump to too many conclusions.
Oh! Ah! Don't throw the Yakuza font at me! I can't handle that!
The mystery was never about who killed Kara.
Oh, we're
but
back.
How she died.
Oh, we're back.
Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood? Besides that big, scary gun!
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
There was a gun.
I'm just letting it all run through first, you know?
Man, she agrees.
Just to hear it all. Dot, dot, dot. Loudest voices in the room aren't always the smartest. Fortunately, an uninformed argument is never difficult to shoot down.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Was there a fast forward button or did I? Oh yeah, it's shift. Okay, sick. We're so back.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene.
But the body
Hold
was
on, actually,
pretty bloody.
can I review the what it said about the rifle in particular? Fully loaded. Yeah, okay, that's why I figured. Just wanted to check.
What could have spilt that big, scary gun?
Oh shit! I should have slowed down. I was too confident. It's fine. It's fine.
The mystery was never.
We'll just put it back on the tape.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood?
Is Wolfgang really that tall? Like Jesus, man.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. We got it. Break.
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
All right, then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
That's easy. It wasn't. Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity. Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets.
True.
Neither at the crime scene.
True.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
The actual murder weapon? Well, that's obvious. The actual murder weapon. The door! No, it's the knife.
I got it.
God, these sprites are so good, though.
Bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Why so Cam's razor gotta ruin everything?
What's her issue?
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
This debate's getting out of control fast. I need to say something. Ooh, ah, ooh. Ooh, hold on. This song goes
both
hard.
the rifle and the knife.
Chemical burns, eyes and scalp, blood loss. Time of death. Got it.
We're next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Yes.
Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then
Professional
the killer
opinion.
would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
It's easy to assume the killer was the one holding the gun, but considering the details of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think otherwise.
To reiterate,
Yeah, there was the
both
blood. There was the
rifle
bloody
and the
handprints
knife
on
were
the
next to
gun.
the
Like there was
victim's
splattered blood on it in
Yet
some
they
fashion.
Opted for the knife. Odd choice. I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, all about aesthetics over effectiveness. That's like your opinion, lady. If the gun was broken,
Then the killer.
Boink.
No, that's wrong! Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
What? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed. With a knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
This is true.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
Complete sense.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking something?
God, why is he so tall? I didn't like clock that. He's so fucking tall. Jesus.
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Specifically, evidence that shows the victim attempted to fight back. Attempted to fight back, yeah. Speckled with blood. What proves the victim was able to wound the killer? Well, it's not the rifle because that's fully loaded. I mean, there's blood under the nail. Would that be it?
This is it.
Got it.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Of course, no explanation is
I don't know why I'm on edge.
The killer.
This
But
is
I'm
the
confident
easy
this is what
one.
happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor?
Yep.
Or in the hallway?
There would be a streak of blood on the floor, like on those hospital floor decorations where it looks like blood.
Drag marks? Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in...
Blood. Aye. It should have gotten every.
Aye.
Those
Grace is still, yeah.
a few inches deep, I reckon.
I think it would be very funny if she was incapacitated for the entire first, the entire tutorial.
Good point.
She was obviously killed in the closet.
So she's just behind on what the hell we're supposed to be doing with these for the whole game.
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
There must be something we're missing. Something that explains how the victim was overpowered. And I know I'm the only one who can figure that out. Alright. I'll talk about agree points. During the last non-stop debate, you would have noticed that some phrases were blue. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Those phrases are called agree points. They're the counterpart to weak spots. As the name would suggest, if an agree point aligns with the evidence you've gathered, you can use your truth points to prove it correct. Simply aim your reticle at it as you would with the weak spot and shoot. In your pursuit of the truth, you must be prepared to corroborate your classmates' testimonies. But it would be wise to do so. It's for you to figure out. Good luck! Let's get it. The bleach bucket is in there as well.
Slimy killer pulled a fast one.
So let me make sure that I'm not missing anything about it. Lying outside in the closet, interior reeked of bleach. Did not have any in it, but it reeks of it, so it might as well have. Got it.
And knocked out of her hand.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend? I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
They get the typography like honestly that was like the moment of truth for me. I was like, okay, they got everything else. Now if they get the typography down, this is just like perfect like spiritual successor. And yeah, they kind of like nailed that. Like there is not a drop between like what they're doing here and what they would do in like V3. It's kind of crazy. Why did the victim not shoot or attack her? Everyone's got a theory, but who has the actual answer?
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So
I have an idea, but I'm not sure.
Shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see.
Because like her eyes were targeted, right?
Got it.
Consent. Like the tablet said her eyes were like out.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her.
Yep.
Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back?
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous.
Hmm.
Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No. Not yet.
Yeah, no.
Seriously?
We still got a couple spots to cover, right?
But we've already discussed so much!
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far.
You know, I was about to say it is kind of neat to have a class trial with like a full cast. But then again, Grace did kind of get conked out, so it's like it's still technically kind of just like how it would feel with the first class trial, you know?
Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
This was never about the dummy.
But I mean, you know, close
However,
enough.
We should think of this
Full
case
house.
like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in.
You're on the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Hey, there she is.
Grace?
What? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Right now, soybean. Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire. I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
Girl, were you even paying attention? Were you even paying attention, girl?
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
I sort of assumed it was like that one, I sort of assumed it was like that one deleted SpongeBob scene with the gasoline. He just put it over the door and he opens it. It's just
Right. He just tipped the
falls
bottle
on it.
over her.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd say.
And what is this something else? Go on, explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
She's really stubborn about this, but I get the point she's trying to make. Before we move on from this subject, we need to make sure its logic is completely sound. Alright then, let's put out this fire.
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
I wonder.
What about a container?
Up
There
there.
were a bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun. So when the victim came in, pow! He squirted her in the eyes.
Hey! The ink vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
To inflict those chemical burns, the killer had to use something, but what?
Well,
Into another bottle?
What about a
They got like charmingly stupid people in this one. It's not like in Danganronpa sometimes where it's like you are a hindrance and a blight, and I want you to be struck down
The killer
now.
put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more
Yeah,
specifically,
but it could turn
the
that
same
way.
bucket we found
We'll
at the
see. The
crime
game's
scene.
not done yet.
After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
It's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes? Especially without her knowing. There must be some kind of clue missing here. Think, Damon,
Even
think.
if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
burns to the scalp? How does that work? Unless those chemicals came from above?
Above? Yes, that's right! Above!
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was.
Oh, my theory might have been dead on.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Unless you take into account the size difference.
Eh?
The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
It's crazy to watch on Table Case in real time again. Last time was Investigations 2. Oh my god, has it been that long? No. I mean, if you count the... I mean, I guess like this, yes, but like, there were other mystery games I was playing. But I guess like if we're talking like court trial settings, then yeah, I guess that was the last time. Shit. The killer wanted two things. For the bucket to be above the victim, and for it to spill on her when she entered the room. In other words, he needed to balance the bucket. But on what? What did the killer balance the bucket on?
I got it. I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
You have to be on literal crack cocaine in order to actually guess that shit correctly. Yeah, that's fair. Famicom Detective Club is mostly... Famicom Detective Club series is less cracking the mystery and more so getting the clues before the truth unfolds before your eyes. There's nothing you can do to derail the train. Or stop the train from derailing.
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant.
I count Mario Party. Hey, that Bowser board was serious business, okay?
When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high? Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
To balance that bucket on the door, the killer would need to reach pretty high. Was there anything at the crime scene they could have used as a boost? If I can answer that, I'll add further credibility to my theory. Spot selection. What did the killer use to elevate themselves? I mean, it's
This is it.
fairly obvious.
There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
That's right.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Okay, can we... What is her problem?
Match point. Occam's razor.
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety.
Oh, this? My ladder? My super obvious?
No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knickknack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far. But I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you, apes.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree. Must have been hiding somewhere, waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd assume. Where's the killer hiding? There's not much outside where you could hide is the thing, and these two are obviously joke answers, so it's like...
I got it.
Actually, behind the door, maybe. No, that literally couldn't happen because like you'd have to swing it up. No,
hiding in
come
the
on.
back of the closet.
That was in fact. Come
was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance. There'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim.
Mm-hmm.
I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Huh?
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
But, I mean... I don't know about all that, man.
What?
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you
I was gonna say, yeah, like, brother?
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse. 28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
Wait, who's Kara?
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I agree with you, dude. But you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
Huh?
So
There's no
self-righteous,
murder without a
damn.
proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case. We aren't looking for a murderer, we're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? This isn't about efficiency.
I think we
This
may
is
have dropped a
about
few.
being
I don't see any
like
on my
a
end.
supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity.
What the hell?
Let's just talk about the motive.
Maybe
There's
maybe
no harm
refresh
in
the
doing
page
that,
if you're seeing some
right?
drops, because there's nothing on my end.
Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense. No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud, you seem a little pressed.
Silence! I won't allow this!
Oh, things are getting emotional. Well, you've only been using logical arguments to further the trial so far. Now might be a good time to change your approach. Introducing the pathos mechanic. During non-stop debates, the emotionally charged commentary of your classmates will appear as purple text. These comments are called pathos statements. You can absorb these statements by hovering over them and pressing your E or the left trigger. Pathos statement will then be loaded into your truth cylinder. Find a weak spot that's directly contradicted by the pathos statement and fire. If you're successful, you'll make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Stay on the lookout for pathos statements. While you'll always be able to advance the trial using pure logic, emotional arguments can lead to some unique conversations.
Okay, so that's neat. That's like the gimmick. Alright, I
To kill
fuck with
Kara
that.
so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify.
I'll try that, why not?
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
Damn it, alright, alright.
Do that. There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof.
So says the ultimate liar.
Did I absorb it or no? What happened there?
Was murder justified or was it truly unforgivable?
I feel like I have an obligation to find the truth.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
I don't see it. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like I did, but I didn't see it on the thing. Oh, it's not here.
To justify this.
I might have been a bit too late. I might have forgotten this. Yeah, it's because I slowed down. I didn't slow down. Yep, there we go.
If you have no proof.
I can't look at the deets, but you know, it's just a statement,
The
so it's fine.
ultimate liar.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill.
You expect me to killing of
Not quite.
I don't.
My bad.
To kill Kara.
Put it back. Oh, I still keep it? Okay, that's good. I thought I'd have to absorb it all over again. Oh, there it goes. Go back, fuck. No. That's about...
To kill Kara.
There is no way to justify this. Make it chill, man. You expect me to stay calm?
I'm rubbing my brain cells together and trying to get electricity. It's hard to keep the lights on in here, you know? It goes so fast that might not even be worth it.
This killer, dead or alive.
Even when you slow it down, that one's real fast. It's just like it. Boing.
No, that's wrong.
It's okay. We got it. We'll do it here. It's fine. That other one was so fast that they, of course, it's just made for a red herring.
If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah! Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy.
Hey! If it means going home, then new guy's convinced me.
Right on!
What do you mean new guy? We're all new here. We're all just like, yeah, whatever. Look at that.
Thank you all for your support.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Does this mean we're done here? Hey! We're Disembodied Voice! We've figured out your stupid case! Now let us leave!
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Fucking asshole.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned? It'll be
boy. Practice?
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
He's so allegedly British.
We'll present the truth together. Let's dig into it.
Time to bring this trial to an end. It's time for a closing argument. You must summarize the case from start to finish. Naturally, a medium will be a comic book. Since the class has a relatively good understanding of the case, some parts of the comic are already complete. It seems that your peers have glossed over smaller details, judging by the gaps in the story. You've been provided stock panels. Use the WASD to navigate your stock. Move your mouse over the gap. Press the left key to insert the panel. Don't forget the quay. They let you flip between pages. Gaps will reveal a hint if you hover over them. If you ever need to revisit this information, yada yada. I've just abandoned the voice because we're like right on the end. Where did the killer hide? Okay. Ta-dong! What's the victim carry? That's not right. Let's flip the page. I meant to. Have the killer reach the door frame. There we go. Put that there. There we go. What did the killer pour into the bucket? That's a good question. Unfortunately, I can't answer that right now. Oh, I have to hover over them for them to unlock. Okay. Got you. Boop, boop. Bleach! There we go, easy peasy. The truth of the case. The killer doing there is stabbed. I don't know, die?
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide.
Oh right, it's not auto-scrolling. I gotta... Is there a... Hold on.
Before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle.
And it doesn't look like there's an auto mode. That's a bit of a shame. They should have that. Would be nice.
That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest. He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly
They
scheme.
even nailed like the fucked up expressions on Gray Man. It's like they did their homework.
Needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Sneaky little bastard.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the doorframe. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival. The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And, the bleach splashed all over her.
Why does the teacher's aide have a gun?
Face and eyes were
I mean,
severely burned.
part of a talent. Clearly.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her.
No, Rubbish, it's not. Get us the fuck out of here, bro!
However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case. Well, are you satisfied?
A measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Jesus.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
You know, you know, she kind of has that. She kind of almost has that like Wendy Lee sound to her voice. I'm not even gonna lie. But like with a bit more of an accent to it.
That is what I promised.
We don't have teachers' age is more my point. Fair enough.
All right, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second?
Your name's Frank?
This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it. However,
don't call me Frank. True.
It raises a compelling argument.
God, why was Airplane so funny? That was a good like impromptu movie night.
Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
All right, man. Come on out.
Everybody, look over there.
There he is. It's the goat man. The goat man.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled. What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land? Serve it?
Bro thinks he's an X-Naut, by the way. With the fucking... with the fucking get up and the red X.
Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Fucking top-notch deliveries. This person, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy? No. You don't address your superiors like that. Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only. His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
All right, man. Sure. Killing Game? Oh, no.
Well done.
Oh, you may call me Tozu for sure.
Hey,
what do you mean Killing Game?
The show must go on.
You really think the story would end once we reach the climax of the case? Glitch, by the way, does Tozu not have his own, Tozu doesn't have his own name tag? No, it's a twist. Maybe. Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning. I can kind of infer by when the sprites change and by the dialect they speak in, you know? It'll probably be fine. Of what?
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
Blood is rushing.
are going to kill each other! Oh, everyone's David! Oh no! New glitch just dropped. The Damon Everywhere system. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. That's not funny. How do I like...
But then...
Is there a way for me to like exit out and like fix it? I guess not. I guess we're just gonna have to roll with this.
You said we could go home if we solve the mystery.
I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way.
What?
What are you talking about? You lied to us!
Rubbish.
Shoutouts to Rubbish. Lie? Oh no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man, a man sworn to the truth. And if I recall correctly, should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. You done your end of the bargain, I last out already. That's why I promised, isn't it? I'll let you leave this room. I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home.
You...
Sneaky son of a bitch!
Not okay!
You're full of shit, man! There you go. Losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. When he said this was Eden Gardens Academy. Bullshit! What am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it. He's lying.
Dude!
Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner?
And watch you peasants run away.
Pathetic.
I can't host a game without any contestants.
Please don't do this.
I just want to go home.
I want to be with my family. Please just let me go home.
There's no need to worry.
No need to cry, Miss Tallner. We're all civilized here. No one's going to kill simply because they've been ordered to. I mean, yeah, this is probably like the most like down-to-earth Danganronpa light cast I've seen in my life. So like, you know, until this guy starts pulling the strings. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal. That's between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. Much the same way, the game you've proposed. A killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey!
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like this.
Indeed.
My heart is terribly soft, softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see a fly in the room, I catch the poor dear in a jar and return her to nature.
I would never.
My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see, I see.
That's your argument, is it?
How interesting.
So what has you convinced?
Huh?
What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents?
Pathetic.
If you do, then tell me. Regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees a survival? I love like the asymmetry going on with this mask, right? Like with one side being like clean, but like the horn is fucked, and then the other one's cracked, but the horn is intact, and the eyes are also sort of doing their own thing. It's a neat design. To where they currently stand on the issue is the same as where they're willing to stand. Go on. You've had a couple hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness! What a surprise.
Plot twist.
Not. You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a spoilsport.
Oh, and one more thing. That try I just did, that was your preparation for the killing game.
Get out.
How? All you did was make us play detective.
Plot twist.
And for good reason. Okay, it's fixed. Okay, we're good. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit, if you can. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. Who the fuck are you? The result will be decided by popular vote. If you choose the right person, they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand?
All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really? I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter.
Disrespect.
Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that. Or maybe you don't care. It depends on what kind of a person you are. Alice. 16 people here. Only 2 would be allowed to survive?
No shot.
2 people. That's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder.
Hold on.
I know! That's what makes it so funny. Most of you will die no matter what. And yet, every passing trial, you'll all cling to life more desperately.
The show must go on.
And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion.
I have an appetite.
I can't
for
wait
destruction.
to see all of you in action. The madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind.
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Oh, don't bring out the spears that impale her, please. I like this one.
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed with another blow, and another. When it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
Before we could do anything, the sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by the stray bullet. Okay, girl, I'm glad you're not dead, but we gotta fucking like, we gotta like, chill out as much as we can, you know? Woo! Who the fuck are you? We all look in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Why am I in love with you? I mean, that design does kick ass, is the thing. Mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear she was working with him. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear that she was the goat. Despite the fact she tried to kill one of my faves, but it's fine, you know? It was a warning shot, we can let it slide. You shot at her!
For real?
This is getting out of hand, now there are 2 of them! Come on, man. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly feel fearful for their lives. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence.
You think?
I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara. Oh, isn't Mara the name of the penis thing from SMT and Persona? If any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she misses her shots, that was just a warning. I assure you it'd be unwise to further test her sharp shooting skills.
In any case.
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. Bro thinks he's an opon. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't. But I'll continue to trust them as if I do. Because they're ultimates. They're charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical courtroom procedures.
He's right.
Grace was trying to compose herself, still clearly shocked by her run-in with death.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an Ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw away all that for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to.
One by one, the students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgang. This song almost sounds like a Your Turn to Die song, I'm gonna be honest. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willingly to blindly put their faith in each other. For some reason, it made me sick. This fucking guy! Oh, I'm gonna have fun.
My.
Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea.
Hi.
What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? The voice inside me was answered by another.
No.
You've got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Ava, surprised by her words. Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Well, instead of resorting to random ad hominem attacks, why don't you explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, Ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need an example, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me?
Look.
In the outside world, Ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. Same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable, so that it'll be easier for you to kill them? That's
enough.
Suddenly, Ingrid stepped forward in front of Wolfgang protectively.
Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given all of us a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed. Just stop trying to turn us against each other. Please.
This horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Ava. Grew stronger and stronger until I knew I had to say something. Ava's right. Huh?
No! Damon, not you too!
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Ava made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again, or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill anybody.
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you have too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole we're all Ultimates thing? Pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? This question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I no longer suppress my true feelings.
That's wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most Ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding me.
You think a business that feeds millions is pointless?
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on. There's no way the rest of you could improve the world we live in with your niche fixations.
That was very...
Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an Ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I feel their words warming into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality. Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
Yo, I see what's going on. You think you're better than us just because you say words nobody understands? Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is. Do you know?
Watch your step. Unless you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when you're in the middle of a death game?
The hell?
I wasn't trying to... It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their heads. I mean, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen, man?
Isn't this lovely?
Do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? Well, I save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom. The elevator will take you back to the Killing Game Arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Get lost.
Thanks. Can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay. He returned to his podium, with the masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight. Colin 3. I always, without exception, like even if they're like the most despicable person, I always have fun when I voice an evil mastermind, okay? I'm just... I'm having a good time.
Hey.
Still, we're not going to kill anyone, right, guys? No matter what happens, we're gonna make it all out of here okay.
It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game with people who despise me. How did this happen? I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. These people practice what they preach? They really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. So cued the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare. An unrelenting despair. I appreciate the restraint! Took us until now. The beginning of the killing game.
Woo! Shit, man!
Woof! That was like crazy good, yeah. Holy fuck. Woo! 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 Okay, we can't all have the QA of the Apollo trilogy. You're just gonna fling me in there? Is that what you're gonna do? The wait between further chapters is gonna be hell, isn't it? Ollie, I have been dealing with this for 5 years with Your Turn to Die. Okay? Trust me, I know the feeling. Also, holy like, dude, the fucking, like, come on, the like values on here? What do we, whoa! It's a fan game. Not saying they can't look like pristine and like awesome, but like, damn. Like, that's crazy. You know how many chapters it's gonna have? I don't know. I gotta step up my game, bro. Like, Christ, what have I been doing with my thumb on my ass for the past 5 years? I mean, okay, I'm only one guy, I guess, but, like, still. Like, shit, man. Oh, we got our title for next time. But how do I even return to the title screen is what I want to know. Like the escape button, like is it in the settings? Hold on. Because I didn't see a thing for that. Jesus Christ. What are they doing? How can I, like, hold on. What's the button? How can I, Shut up. Get me out of here. No. I guess I should probably just skim through here and blip. We can read all that next time. It's fine. Bop, 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 bop. Here we go. Okay, yeah. There we go. Awesome. Okay, yeah, this... Woo! I know I've thrown around the term dangerously good first impression to games that might not have deserved it earlier in the year. This one, though, like, Jesus Christ, yeah. Dangerously good first impression, and I mean it. Like, geez, whoa. Oh my god. We're gonna be back with this next week. And it's gonna be hell on earth. Both seeing the suffering that unfolds and having to wait when it's all done. Every part is what they were able to be, yeah. I'm just like, oh, Christ. I am not going to, once again, I am not going to say I need to spend time rewriting All Bets Are Off again, because I'm proud of where I am. I was never going to do a Danganronpa thing entirely. I have a unique sort of vision going on, and I want to, like, pursue that. But, like, this has certainly, like, reignited my passion for the project, if that makes sense, I guess. Which is not to say, again, not to say I've been on autopilot either, but, you know, it's like, you know, the fucking, something perked up in my brain during this, and I was like, oh yeah. This is what it feels like. This is like the thrill, you know? Something like that, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I know I'm not making any sense. I'm gonna head off for now, but you know. Yeah. I'm not sure when this will be next week, but I will say one thing. Sonic Superstars is definitely not happening next week if this is taking up a slot, because that's gonna be 3 ongoing series. And that's gonna be enough stress as is. I cannot throw a 6 out of 10 that has a 2 out of 10 extra campaign in there. that would be too much for my little feeble little worm baby brain. It's been a while since you directly consumed this sort of media. This is true. I've been absorbing mystery visual novels, but I haven't been like looking at death games. Like Your Turn to... I was going to do a replay of Your Turn to Die at one point on stream, and then that just sort of fell through. But, like, playing something entirely new, it's like, damn. Okay, alright, yeah. I remember now. It's like, I remember why I set out to do this. No one's even died yet. And it's like, I remember what I've set out to do. I remember my mission. It's like... It's like I'm Shadow at the end of Shadow 05, and I'm like, wait a second, right, that was my purpose, and now I gotta kick Black Doom's ass, but Black Doom is like my apathy, and I gotta like turn Super Shadow and like beat the hell out of it. and save the world and all that. The world in this case being all bets are off. I'm so cringe, holy shit. But you know, it's fine. Whatever. My point is, the game is good. I hope the game continues to be good and that the project is smooth sailing. I wish nothing but good faith for all the people working on it. So, yeah. I'll be back on Saturday with wait. Okay, Saturday I might switch things around. If we're doing 3 weekly things, again, I might need to change some stuff around, so I might not stream Knuckle Sandwich, actually. I'm gonna think on it. But for now, I'm gonna head off with my thoughts. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you all for stopping by. That was... Whoa. Whoa. Up, whoa. Yeah, I'll see you around.